What's up, guys? My name is Ted DarkClaw, and with me, as always, is the Black Knight, and we are the owners of helladopetoys.com, and this show is hella dope.
Yeah.
Aaron, how the hell are you doing?
Good, man. I mean, don't tell the missus, but I've had a whole day of a quiet house and no kids. It was beautiful.
I'm
Beautiful day.
texting her right now.
Yeah, she's probably gonna watch later. It's like, oh yeah, quiet, huh? Not anymore. Okay though, I'll take it.
It's fine. You got to enjoy the quiet moments while you can.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I know I just saw you whenever I saw you, but
A month ago, yeah.
Yeah. So how are you doing?
I'm good. So I made a poor life choice and decided to be a professional YouTuber or something and make like a backdrop. And I rearranged this whole basement. And Miss Simmy Skies, she made a whole layup for me on The Sims. And it looked perfect. I would show you a picture, but I'm embarrassed at this point because we did not measure anything. And we just went on, yeah, that looks about right. And there was not enough room to do this. So for this wonderful now backdrop that I have, which is not complete, I also have a man cave over here that I can no longer properly use because sacrifices had to be made. The recliners no longer recline. But we got some new new lighting. We got some new camera. The backdrop, that's a work in progress there. You know, I never realized how fuzzy I was until I got this camera. And I was like, holy crap, this looks amazing.
Yeah, the people are loving the new backdrop.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's not done yet. And I understand this whole thing here looks like a nightmare. It looks just like this bright light. But in person, it looks crystal clear and beautiful. And on the iPhone, it also looks beautiful. And I also know that this one's not lit. Again, just shit I did not have time for this week. So here I am. I'm trying to have that whole cool toy YouTuber backdrop, and now I'm just wishing I would have just stuck to what I had. But
they're saying it's looking good, man. They're loving it.
Well, I appreciate it, guys. Now you get to see me in clear 4K HD. Lucky y'all.
I think I'm still in 1080p, or maybe I'm in like 320 or whatever that shit is.
Yeah, we're on 720, man. That's all we can afford on this channel. We're still rocking the 720. So we do have guests tonight. Isn't that weird? So I like to do themes for a month, and this month is like kind of like a duos theme. And last week was a little shocking to all of us. And if you didn't see that, go see that. But we're doing two at a time, baby.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So tonight we have two guests. They are YouTubers, toy reviewers, toy photographers, as I can't speak now. And they are the hosts of everybody's favorite Wednesday night YouTube stream, State of the Art. I would like to welcome Unboxing Art and Coxcreate. Arthur, Josh, how the hell are you doing?
Doing all right.
Yeah. Good.
Thanks for having us on.
Yeah, fun to be here. So weird being on the opposite side of the
can I
not hosting.
Can I flip that? I can't. Oh, I can't flip that. Look at that. Now you guys are on the right side. Now,
I was like,
now we're all more comfortable. I didn't know I could do that.
I'm like, I hate being on the other side. Like, it just feels weird. Like, if I'm not on this side of the screen, I gotta start over.
We tried it once. It did not go well. Did not go well at all.
Yeah, your backdrop's looking great.
Well, thank you. It's a work in progress. We're in 6 months. I might be able to hang with everybody else, but
you see me, I'm just in the living room.
That's what we love about you.
You might need to
go back to like our first couple streams. You'll see that I was in my kitchen.
Yeah,
so eat pray, love in the background.
And the lighting in the corner might be just like exposure or something. You might like an adjustment on your webcam that you could do.
Yeah, I just need a new webcam. This is a new webcam, but I need a new webcam. I just need upgrades on upgrades.
4K, even though StreamYard's charges for 720, it's like, no, you should naturally give us 1080. But
Like when I had the lights off, I'm too dark, so I just went with the lesser of two evils. But y'all are just gonna have to deal with it for 6 weeks until I work it out. Okay.
I mean, it balances out because I feel like I'm overly bright. You're bright. Josh is just like everything's just it doesn't exist of light, and then Black Knight's up there with his fancy, colorful lights.
Yeah.
It used to be a rock show. Now that they're still saluting their tribal chief back there. I gotta figure out a new pose for him.
Yeah, let's go back to the NWO pose, man. Just throw them up, bro.
Maybe I'll give him some little guitars and we can have a rock band.
Yeah,
there you go.
So, Aaron, the chat is gurgling over there, and they all come here for one reason. Most people watch our show, guys, just in case you didn't know. They watch it for the first 10 minutes solely to find out what Aaron, the Black Knight, be sipping on.
It's true. It's true. My DMs were flooding all day. They're like, bro, we gotta know. What are you sipping on today? I'm like, you gotta wait, because I can't tell you. It would spoil the moment, and then I might have to change my whole drink, and I have to go to the liquor store, and it's just a whole problem. But today, I got, since we're doing doubles, I also have a doubles with me. The starter for the night is going to be the hella trusty Miller Lite. Keep the figure looking good. I'm getting married in like a month, so I got to keep the carbs down. Yes. But then I was like, fuck it. I brings the Mountain Dew hard. Okay, come hard. So when that one's done, we got the backup. That's how I get down.
Love it,
Mr. DarkClaw. I also heard you are also sipping on something tasty.
Well, I'm glad you asked. So in this hella dope mug, what I do be sipping on is
you mean this one?
Water. I'm drinking some water.
Yeah, I probably should drink that too.
Apparently, I have been having too much fun on the streams lately, and future me says, "Bro, you too old for that shit." So we're gonna hold on. The wife might be getting concerned. So we're drinking some water tonight, but you know me, I never come alone. That's why I brought 3 extra dudes with me. I also have the trusty Miller Lite here, which hasn't turned me gay or anything yet. I'm actually a little confused by it. So,
see, that's how it starts. You're feeling confused and you're not sure. Next thing you know, you're skiing with 2 hands. It just happens.
I had only been skiing with 1 hand, but
exactly,
I have this urge to ski with a second one.
Gotcha,
yeah, that's how it goes. Well,
that's how you know they got you.
Damn it.
Yeah, Miller Lite's like,
he might join that rudder team, that Dutch rudder team.
Next thing you know, all the frogs are going to be gay too.
Damn
ridiculous.
It, not the frogs, man.
I thought they already were.
I don't know.
Don't ruin my childhood.
I'm not at the club yet. All right. Well, we have 2 special guests here below. So I guess we'll start with Mr. Unboxing Art. Arthur, what is it that you do be sipping on?
So I'm sipping on Tang
out of his
Batman Forever McDonald's mug.
Oh, very
respectable.
nice.
Respect.
Very nice.
I like Tang, even though people look at it like, what? Tang? I'm like, Tang is delicious.
He wants to be an astronaut.
Apparently, we just made Frank spit out his drink. Frank, you're supposed to do that on camera, bro.
Exactly.
We got a year-end show to do.
I'm gonna need video proof of that, so then I can add it into my reel.
Frank, record yourself watching our show from now.
What, with you with the skiing hands, and then afterwards,
All right. Well, I love the Batman mug. By the way, you came out hard tonight, man.
Heck yeah.
And
I
wow,
had
a
to.
lot of gay references.
This show is really gay.
Well, guys, that was our show. Josh, Mr. Coxcreate,
What are you sipping on?
what are you sipping on?
Some
Maui
Dew.
Burst.
But is it
Interesting.
hard?
No,
Is it hard?
Is it,
I don't drink alcohol anymore.
or is it just flaccid and just not
It's-
there yet?
It's still cold. It's getting flaccid.
I understand.
So it's like a pineapple Mountain Dew.
I don't know. It says
I-
You're
Maui-
haven't
drinking
I-
it, bro. Like, what do you mean?
So I
Yeah,
haven't
it
seen that
is.
anywhere here.
it says pineapple.
Does it taste like pineapple? You've been drinking it. What does it taste like?
I guess. I don't know.
Oh, it
He's
just tastes like
it's
Mountain
caffeine.
Dew. You know, it's fine. I don't know.
It's Mountain
All
Dew.
tastes the
I
same
didn't even
to me.
realize Mountain Dew made a hard Mountain Dew, and I'm like, I need to go try one of those.
I'm telling you, like I went to the gas station and they were like, "Hey," I knew that they were out, but my gas station sucks, so they never have anything like relevant until after like it's been done. So I go there and I look in the drink special because I was going to get my normal 211s, but then I saw these and they were like, "Oh, well, if you buy 2 or if you buy 3, you scan this QR code, we'll give you $3 back." I'm like, well, shit,
Oh,
that's a deal. So really, I'm buying 2, getting 1 free, and I'm just going to take that $3 and go buy another one.
Saving $3, seems to be the going thing this weekend.
yeah. I went to Famous Dave's and they were like, if you scan the table, you can save $3 today. I'm like, what?
Hey, Ted, remember that to put a QR code to save everybody $3 at PowerCon.
Hold on. I don't know where anything is on this desk anymore, but I'll write that down.
All right, $3. We're going to keep it
Oh.
going.
So I need to segue to the chat because it turns out I did not plug in my laptop and my computer just said, "Hey, bro, we about to dip out." And I was like, well, that's weird because it's plugged in. It is not. So I'm going to plug this in while we say hello to the chat.
Shame on you, dude. This is how you know this is a professional show right here, because
Be
this
funny
guy
if he
is just not.
Be funny if
Yeah.
he turned into a Muppet and then he did the little Muppet going down the.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised that he has Crazy Clown nearby and it pops up somewhere in the stream. It just wouldn't be a stream without Crazy Clown somewhere involved. But anyway, since we're waiting on Tweedledee over there, we got Wilhelm. He's in the chat. He's driving home from Joe Fest. I saw some pictures there, Wilhelm. I hope you had a good time there. I hope you got me many condors, because obviously I could not get them. So just send them my way. I'll take care of the rest. Who else we got? We got Judson. How's it going? Hola, mi
Judd.
amigo.
What's up,
Is
Judd?
that is right? Hola, mi amigo. Hello, my whatever. I failed at Spanish.
We're all from Ohio. It's fine.
The Teflon, of course. We already answered the what we sipping on segment, but good to see you as always, Mr. Teflon. Frank, aka Mr. Remo Toys, Mr. Toy Photography, just reached 17,000 on his Instagram.
Ooh,
Congratulations!
Oh
man.
wow!
I know. I'm trying to get to 800. This man's just blowing us out the water. He says, Josh, your shirt rivals his silver shirt.
No, nothing rivals the silverback shirt. Yeah.
If you don't know what he's talking about, check out the episode we did with him. He was rocking the nice silver shirt. It was a nice one.
Check out his profile picture when
Oh,
you
yeah, he's
follow
got it
him
out.
at Realm of Toys 89 on Instagram.
Yeah. And TikTok
And Twitter.
and Twitter. Is he on Twitter? Maybe he is. Cutthroat Comics, what's going on? This is now, wow, it's Art on Hella Dope. Yes, Art is here along with Coxcreate. It is one magical world formed together like Voltron. We did it. I want to watch Voltron.
I'm the cod piece.
Yeah, but they arch the penis of the Voltron.
Josh is the sack.
I'm like that annoying nut hair, just won't go away. No matter how many times you shave it, it's just like, nope, sorry, bro, I'm still here. Sorry.
How did this
Mr.
show
Wonderful
get so gay? What the hell?
Yes. We're just gonna roll with it at this point now. We've just made it a thing.
It's a new theme.
Mr. Wonderful in the house. Like I said, if you guys have not heard the good news, he has created what's called Hexastack. It's going to be a new way to display all your cool figs. So keep an eye out for that. Hexastacks is going to be a thing. So
He's going to be coming on State of the Art, actually.
Ooh.
So
When?
Whoa.
I want to say, if my brain is not too messed up, I'd say the 28th, if I'm not mistaken.
All right. Well, we'll keep an eye out for that. We'll definitely be there in support. So make sure you guys tune in around the 28th. We'll confirm that closer to that date.
No, you guys tune in every freaking Wednesday, okay?
Hey, I gotta get them here on Sunday first, okay? Let me have my day first, damn it. Then we'll talk about Wednesday.
Monday we'll talk about Wednesday.
Exactly. We got Bill from Weird Fantastic Toy Adventures. How's it going, Bill? Good to see you.
Bill.
All is well. We got our numero uno moderator in the house, Axion Figs. If you're already gay, the beard just makes the dudes look better. I mean,
Hell yeah.
You should have saw the green room. Whew.
This explains a lot.
Wait, you talking about the movie Green Room?
No.
Oh, that's a good movie, though.
There was a movie called The Green Room?
Yeah, you see a dude get his arm hacked off with a machete. It's crazy.
Oh shit! I can see that now. All right.
Hold on. Side note. So when we were on your show, we were talking about kids, and you told me to watch a movie, and I did. I watched The Goonies, and you know what? It was absolutely fabulous.
Goonies. It wasn't The Goonies. It was Gummo.
Dumbass.
How did you not? I mean, especially with it being
a whole other fucking movie. It feels like half my day.
Because Gummo is based in your state, man. You got to watch it.
Son of a bitch.
It'll make you feel uncomfortable, but it's good.
Just the thing is, he's actually seen it. He just doesn't remember it.
You don't. You remember the kid with the pink rabbit ears?
No.
There's been a lot of drinking involved between the time he's seen that movie to today.
I mean, if you count the "What You Sipping On" segments, it's been a lot. It's been a lot.
While
well,
you
okay.
To sip.
I'm gonna have to go back, and I will get back to you guys on how I enjoyed.
He's gonna come back. He's like, I watched
Gummo.
I watched Gumby the other day. You know,
like, why is this little eraser guy? You know, what the hell is that? Anyway, apparently we have sex bots again. Whatever.
Right.
That's how.
for
That's
a great
how you know
time.
we made it.
Hit up Cocreate on Instagram.
Exactly. You know, just gotta have them. If we don't have sex bots in our chat, are we really even like on YouTube?
Not even.
They just want the flapping to start early.
It's all good. All right, Mr. DarkClaw, it's all yours.
Perfect. So, I don't know. I guess we'll bring up current events before I get into this interview thing. Joe Fest was this weekend. None of us were there.
Sorry, hold on. I'm sorry. Largo brings up a very interesting post here. He says, "Greetings. I jump in. I hear about Voltron sack." yes, Largo. We are highly. This show's all about Voltron and his ball sack. You know, we're going into the deep lore of Voltron's ball sacks. So.
It's space crabs.
Ooh, those are terrible. You get one of those and you're done for a week.
You think xenomorphs are bad?
Okay, you go ahead now.
So Joe Fest, none of us were there, and I assume nobody in the chat was there, or else they would not be here because they're driving home, except for Wilhelm, who's passionately listening. Wilhelm, we love you. So what do you guys think based off of pictures, reveals, anything exciting? Are you sad you didn't go? Are you like about it?
I thought all the Eagle Force stuff looked really cool. I just wish it was bigger. Like, didn't they make a Snake Plissken and what's his name from Big Trouble Little China?
So I only saw one picture of that, and I wasn't sure what it was. So do you want to
Yeah,
elaborate for ignorant people like me?
I don't know what it was either. I just seen they had a snake twisting figure, and then Jack Burton, I think it is, from Big Trouble Little China. I don't know if they're part of that Eagle Force thing, because they're kind of making like a figure that looks like Luigi, one that looks like Mario, and so forth. So I just kind of figured it was them, but I don't know. They were cool though. I need them.
Oh, Art, you got anything on Joe Fest?
Well, there's a lot of things, but one that grabbed me more than the other. Did you see that? I think it's Mad Monkey or whatever. They're making Cops and Crooks figures.
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, there was like a proto one of the Cops and Crooks guys, the guy with the cowboy hat and stuff like that. Looks great, and I was like, wait, what? So Cops and Crooks are back.
I did see a picture of that, but I thought it was just somebody posting vintage stuff, and I didn't really think too much about it because I'm not a vintage guy.
They're vintage-esque. They're not like modernized.
No, they're modernized.
Is that
the one that they saw?
The line that Zach is really keen on from Diamond? Because I think he was. No, I think his was just Cops. He liked the Cops figures. Never mind.
Maybe it was Cops. Well, he might have liked. Well, that's what they're also known as, Cops, but they're Cops and Crooks or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, there's that people that are making like the evils, like the Santa Claus, the Viking Santa Claus stuff. They're working with another person, and then they're making that line. So.
I did see that Viking Santa Claus. Like I really was like, I might have to get that one myself.
I
don't know why.
Yeah, Fresh Monkey Fiction. That's who it is. Largo said it.
I got the Commando Santa, and he's awesome. So I'm definitely gonna get the Viking one. Can you guys get those, or are those like exclusive to Big Bad?
I can let you know.
Yeah, because if you guys can get them, I'll definitely get them there.
Yeah, it depends on vendors and who's making it and whatnot.
I think it's a Big Bad, like that Fresh Monkey Fiction is.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, you're talking. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, they might be just Big Bad.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a company like they're funding or what. I remember hearing something about that like a year or so ago when those Santas were coming out. But I don't know much about it because that's all they've seemed to release is Santas.
Santas so far, yeah.
Yeah, they partner with Big Bad.
Yeah. Maybe one day they'll expand, but I don't know. That might just be Big Bad's like brainchild, them just being a business and expanding business.
The magical, we have a case of figures that we said has been sold out, but now that they're worth more, we're selling them for a higher price all of a sudden because we found a random case in the bag.
Yeah, that's how they play the game, man.
I was so happy when NECA released that Cityscape again, and I was just like, man, you guys had to drop it down because you guys were just taking advantage of the situation. So
yeah. It's one of those I kind of like wish that I would have gone ahead and did it, but I'm kind of glad at the same time that I didn't. So I really like the diorama that they came out with. I don't want to move it. Kind of like this Elton John. I think it's huge.
Yeah,
Elton John is huge
because it comes with the piano.
Yeah,
so it's like this big ass box. It's like, oh shit.
Not fun to ship.
I pre-ordered the Cityscape.
It's okay. We won't judge you.
Speaking of shipping, you guys keep sending my stuff in boxes still. What's up with that?
We're trying to get with the shipping department. We're trying to put them in paper bags, but they said, hey, that just has a bad image.
I'm trying to save you guys on the back end.
Look, I when I sent the Street Fighter, I couldn't bring myself to do it. I was just like, I could just put this in a mailer, but Josh, we love you too much, man. You're the first guy to ever put a pre-order in on our company, and I was just like, you know what? He's gonna get the same fucking treatment. I'm not gonna fucking throw it in a bag and let it get fucking kicked around. Like too much respect and love, man. I can't do it.
I got this one.
He extra licked it for you though.
I did lick it 3 times.
Nice. That's why it was so stuck on there.
Yeah, take that, Big Bad.
That was something else.
Oh damn!
That was my gift. He licks them. I add the extra stickiness.
He glazes them.
Just white out. Just white out.
It's just white out. It's fine.
Yeah, I got bags of that sticky stuff right here in the bag. If anybody wants to add that to their order, bags upon bags. Ooh wee. Let me tell you.
With
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, and then with Joe Fest, we all know who was sort of like what Largo was saying. Valaverse, was definitely one of the big draws to Joe Fest, Joe Con, whatever the heck you want to call it. But Valacon. And he revealed a ton of stuff.
Yeah,
a ton of stuff, and I was just like, I was really surprised.
One really caught my attention more than really anything. I mean, I know the big thing was, the price on the car, which $175, great price. Can't argue that one.
Yeah,
$190.
Still,
he's got add-ons or whatever.
I mean, that's still cheaper than the HasLab.
But
yeah,
175 to 190.
But for me, it was the Legend of the White Dragon.
that's the same.
As a diehard Power Rangers fan growing up, to see JDF's legacy continue while he is not here with us anymore, that to me was a great pickup for him. Now, where he goes with this next, that is, I guess we'll wait and see what happens. But I see good things coming with what he's done thus far.
Did they say when they thought that was gonna come out, or they just revealed the prototype? Or
they just revealed the protos.
Yeah, I don't recall.
The movie's not even officially out.
Yeah,
yet. It's supposed to be this like late fall. I
believe,
is when the movie comes out.
But the nice thing is they're gonna be 1/12 scale, so they'll fit in with your other Power Rangers and stuff like that. So
yes,
I was surprised with it as well.
I would have never have thought, hey, he might do
Yeah, I think the only downside to the IP, it's good now and it's awesome that we're getting figures. It's just a long-term thing. There's not going to be a sequel that we know of. It's just how much you can jam into it and how long a line like that can go on. And the way he sounded at the panel, it didn't sound like it was exactly what he wanted in the beginning, but he made a deal and he's happy with the deal. So I think he's fine doing this until another deal comes around. But I don't know how much you can squeeze out of that,
Because he's gonna do the movie, and that tells me that he wouldn't be afraid to do, depending on how this Legend of the White Dragon goes, doing a follow up. There's opportunity, because I know Bat and the Sun would do it. I mean, they would back it if the script was right, if all the all the cast are former Power Rangers minus his daughter, who isn't a Power
I wonder
Ranger.
if that company has anything to do with the Valaverse movie, and maybe that's kind of why this got worked. Or
I don't know. I mean, we can wait on July 16th, and we can ask Bobby himself. We'll have him here.
That is coming soon. So I know the chat's blowing up, but I'm gonna hold off on that because we got two guests and I got some questions to get through. So I'm gonna start with some questions, then we're gonna dabble right back into your chat. Chat, we see you, we love you. Keep chatting it up. But
ask questions.
And ask questions for our guests, which is why I'm going to ask some questions so you can ask some follow-up questions to fill in all the crap that I forgot to ask them. Let's do that, chat. So the first question after what you were sipping on is always, what is your origin story? And I don't care what order you guys want to do this in, but how do you go from, being born to now you're both toy photographers, toy reviewers, YouTubers? Josh, you're on multiple channels. How does that come about? How did you guys get to where you are today?
Go ahead.
You want me to go first? I mean, I've always, I'm the youngest of three brothers, basically. So it's like I always grew up in we had action figures, didn't have like everything, but we had GI Joes and some Ninja Turtles and stuff like that. And then it sort of became, I was the youngest, so I got a lot of hand-me-downs. So I was the one that sort of still had figures, and I got into video games and started just going through everything. And then we all have that moment where we, as a teenager, we're like, I don't care about any of this stuff. And it gets stomped on, destroyed, burnt, melted, whatever, because we just sort of grow out of it. And then once you hit college times, you're just like, man, you see something on the shelf or in the mall, and you're like, man, that's pretty cool. Like, example being that Sin City Marv that where you're sitting in the electric chair. Like, that sort of, I saw it at like a Suncoast when those were around, and it was on like clearance because the box was all smashed up, and I was like, this is cool. And then I'd be picking up little things like the Toy Biz Deadpool with Gloop or whatever that green thing was. And it was like little things I was picking up. But what really drew me back heavily was the 25th anniversary Joes when I started seeing those. And I was like, wait a second, 25th anniversary Joes, like on retro card backs, just it hit me right in the stomach. And that's where it all started going from there. So a big G.I. Joe fan. That would be like my major first line that I will, that'll be my last line that I get rid of, basically. And they just started collecting, came across Facebook groups, and I started getting into like collecting like Slipknot masks and stuff like that. And I was like, I'll make a YouTube channel, unboxing stuff. And it was just sort of like just doing it as whatever. Grew out of the mask stuff, started doing figures, and next start mingling with other collectors, and then you just start doing stuff. And then from there, just started growing and meeting people, met Josh and his crew from Toy Talk, and we were just sort of chatting and stuff. And he was just like, one day was like, you need a co-host. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I do need a co-host. I was like, come on over. So then, I got to working on his little mascot character, and we just, we were already on each other's shows and stuff like that. And it's like, let's just make it a sure thing.
Oh yeah.
Awesome. Josh, what you got for us?
Let's see. I was born in, no, I'm kidding. I won't go that far back. I don't know. Like I had, turtles and stuff like that as a kid. And then I kind of aged out of the toys like normally. And then I got into like cars and stupid shit and all that. And then I always looked at like figures from afar, I'd be like in the store, I'm like, oh, that's cool. So I kind of watched them progress. And then the toy photography started becoming a thing. I was like, damn, that's really cool. And then finally I was just like, okay, I'll buy some Star Wars Black Series and just start there. And that's where the toy photography started. And I met a bunch of cool guys in the community doing that. And we started Toy Talk. It was me, Toy Father, and Zombie Clown Photography. And it's just gone from there. I met Art on, I think just on Facebook is where your group, I think. Somebody told me to join Cannibals, I think. And that's how I met Art. And now I hold toys for him like a damn storage unit. And
I know the feeling.
So yeah, it pretty much got into it for the toy photography. And then with my ADHD, I buy fucking everything. So now I have too much shit. And yeah, I got plenty of stuff to take pictures of, that's for sure. But yeah, that's how I've come to be here. I keep meeting cool people like you guys and everything.
My brother says Unboxing Art's got some cool stuff behind it, but the best is by far is the Kool-Aid Man. Oh yeah.
I got the small one still in its box, but that big one, I was like, I'm busting you out because we all grew up with Kool-Aid, man.
Oh yeah.
Or if you want to go really old school, what Huggies, the little hugs, the little carton with the tinfoil peel off. Like
I just had one before I came down for the.
Oh, see,
the
there
show.
you go.
I ain't gonna lie, those things are still good.
Awesome. So what did you guys collect as children, and what are you collecting now as adults?
Go ahead, Art.
I collected a lot of things. I mean, if it's like everything in the 80s, like I had some of everything. Didn't like G.I. Joe is definitely one I would aim for more so, and Turtles. But I always had like He-Man sprinkled in. Garage sales back then were fantastic because you could just get tons of figures for dirt cheap. Or people would just be throwing the stuff away at the side of their curb. You'd be like, oh, there's a whole play set right there. It's like it's just at their garbage. Like, but everything 80s you can think of, like, you know, Boglins. I had a Boglin, G.I. Joes, some Thundercats, Army Ants, Voltron. I mean, basically, if it's in the 80s, I had it in a weird way. You know, incomplete, complete, who knows? You know, as a kid, it's like I didn't care. It's like somebody just like, here's some figures, like, oh, cool. But that's, and then as of now, it's sort of the same thing. It's like G.I. Joe, Action Force, Mythic Legions, helmets and stuff, Power Rangers. It's everything. A lot of Diamond stuff. I have my trade paperbacks and comic and art books right here. It's a lot. It's a lot. And that's my problem is like I collect so much like of different things that I'm like, all right, I need to start narrowing it down, because when, example, like July with all these cons happening, all these pre-orders opening up, and you're like, oh man, I gotta throw all this stuff out, I gotta get this, I gotta get that, and then it's like that FOMO, and then you're like, what the heck did I just do? So
I was just telling Ted, like, man, we're gonna have a very busy August, September, December for like all the stuff that's coming out. I'm like, I don't even know if I'm ready for all that's going to come in. I mean, it's a lot.
and Judd did make a comment that says, did I collect Barbie in the 80s? No, but I came close because I had the 12-inch Joes. Like I had the big doll Joes too. So
Yeah,
it was pretty close.
The Joes needed some bitches, you know?
Well, the Joe didn't have and actually I knew kids like friends of my mom's and stuff, when we'd go over there and stuff, they'd have daughters that had Barbies and stuff like that. But and when you had a 12-inch Joe, you didn't really have a dong on it anyway, so it's technically like it's a Barbie.
Yeah,
that is fair.
That's what the gummy worms were for.
What?
The gummy worms.
That would be weird. God. You just see Josh with the gummy worm. What are
you doing? Like, I'm just eating. It's fine.
He's like, my toy has a dong, but then he's like, oh, it's a gummy bear or gummy worm, and I got to eat it.
See, now I'm wishing that was an outro clip that we had. We end the show, and it's just Josh. Like, oh man, that would have been a great bit, guys. You gotta update me with these jokes beforehand, okay? Man, cool. Was that it? Was that the collection?
Yeah, man. It's pretty much. I have a lot of random. Like I do have some comic stuff. I have a lot of band stuff, some video game stuff. But like I have one piece that's behind my Cintiq that's in front of me, that I'm using as a monitor. But I have actually an autographed Katsuro Otomo image with the signature on it. So that's like one of my pride and joys, because into like anime and video games and all that type of stuff. So. And then when you're into like, I do graphic design and into art and stuff like that. So you start seeing these artists like Otomo was such an impact on it, you know, as an artist. So yeah, I collect all that weird stuff, man. D&D stuff. Like I just got this big old nutsack in the mail.
This show is hella gay.
It is. Like, look at that, man. Can you imagine? It's like, but no, this figure is it's sweet. But yeah, I collect everything. You know, I have piles of figures just in front of me, like random AWOC figures or some Diamond Select Crow, NECA stuff. Yeah, it's all over.
I feel the pain. I literally have a stack taller than my desk of shit that I need to open, and I never will. It's
so your stuff is opening. I have to review it, and there's like certain steps that I have to do to record certain things before I can even open the dang things. So
that's why I passed on being a reviewer, because then I was like, well, I gotta wait until I can record this to open it, unless I want to like pre-record something now. And yeah, no, I couldn't wait, but now I just don't have time. So
And I got to record twice in a sense because I got to, as I'm recording one, I got to record for TikTok as well. So, it's a different aspect ratio. So it's like,
It's
I'm like,
very
man,
annoying. Yeah, they tell you to go like this, and then they change the game and go, no, now you got to record everything like this. Incredibly annoying.
Yep.
Social media needs to make up its damn mind. Josh, what about you, man?
What was the question? Like toys that I collected as a kid?
Yeah, what'd you have as a
I
kid?
remember-
What do you got now?
I remember having, it was turtles, like every variation of a turtle you can think of. I probably had those. The 12-inch G.I. Joes, I had those because my sister had Barbie, and I don't have any brothers, so to play with her, I needed my own thing, and I didn't like Barbie, so it was the 12-inch Joes. And then I think my favorite figure that I can remember as a kid was like Baloo from Tailspin. I just remember like the when I lost it at the park. It was like the end of the world. That sticks with me even today. It's weird. But now, I mean, I've probably got a little bit of everything. Just recently, I've cut down on what I'm collecting. I think I'm going to collect the Street Fighters from Hella the Figure Arts Naruto stuff, and my Joy Toy Warhammer. I'm going to try to stick to those. I'll have to deviate every now and then, and because I'm working on the Gargoyle from NECA.
So add more Joy Toy and add more Naruto. Heard. Got it.
Yeah, I think you already put the Figure Arts Naruto that I need up there. I just haven't pre-ordered them from you guys yet.
Perfect.
It's on the list. Right.
Eric's just throwing out bait on the website.
No, I mean, like we said last week, we had 2 special guests on. That one was a surprise within itself. The people they asked, they said, hey, are you gonna sell SH Figure Arts? Are you gonna have this? You know what? I listened, I heard you, I made it possible.
You did.
All your suggestions, I listened to you. Like I am so analytical. I go through like the back of the house for the store that has like a search function. It tells me what you're searching for, and I'm going, 38 people were looking for Barbie. Guess what? I'm gonna go look at Barbie now. I mean, no one looked at Barbie, but I'm just using that as an example.
Yeah.
So like I really do like listen to what the people want. I try to make sure we have, if not the best coming up things.
So Judd's asking how we had 12-inch Joes. I know that I was going to Toys R Us in the 90s, and they were making them. They sold them on the shelf. My grandparents would take me like once a week to get a new Joe. So.
Yep. Well, Josh, what else? What else you collecting nowadays? We didn't mean to cut you off.
I've stopped. That's all I'm going to collect now. But I have like my Super 7 Turtles, Predator, some NECA movie Turtles. I have a pretty extensive RoboCop collection. My Power Ranger helmet collection, stuff like that.
So this wasn't on the notes, but is there anything either of you refuse to buy, whether that's from a brand or a line? Anything where you're like, well, I'm not getting that shit.
I've kind of stopped with Hasbro products. I don't think I'm gonna buy. I bought the Indiana Jones set because I wanted the damn Ark of the Covenant. But other than that, I think I'm pretty much done with Hasbro.
Fair enough.
I'm pretty much I'm picky when it comes to some of the Legends stuff. Other than that, I'm sort of done with Legends. Definitely classified all the way. Super 7 can eat a bag.
It's good. We don't sell any Super 7 stuff. You're good.
Oh, okay. So I have the Turtles. I have Casey, the Mausers. I got 3 Toxic Crusaders, and I'm just like, they're just too much for what they give you. They're great representation in the package.
Yes.
For you inbox collectors.
On shelf.
But they're just But let's all right. Let's go look at this, Josh. You didn't pay full retail for those.
No, I won't pay full retail.
So don't be all like Super 7. Like you can't when you're not paying full retail. I'm talking about the full retail pricing of stuff, and it's
fair enough.
Like if they were just what you paid price, then I'd be like, yeah, they're not bad, but
yeah,
they're just there.
But that's the thing with them. They all of them. I've never seen a Super 7 come out that didn't go down to that price. So I just
but that's not the point. There's people that love that line and that company, and they buy it. Like, look at that thin ass plastic Thunder tank that people spent so much money on.
So much.
And it's like the guy's not being honest and upfront with this stuff. Look at that Andre the Giant. Look at all the stuff he's having to send out Moe's apron and like all these little things that like, dude, what are you doing?
I'm really afraid for that Notorious B.I.G. when it comes out later on this year.
Well, we have the ODB coming first, right?
Yeah,
that was released first.
Ultimate, or is he like the reaction?
No, it's an ultimate. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We wouldn't mess with the reaction. That's not really your.
Yeah,
Dang.
I mean, I got a couple reaction Joes, but nothing. Yeah, I'm not really into them.
Plus, like the doing the hip hop rappers as 5 POA 3 3/4 inch figures isn't really fun. Yeah. I think. So they probably did well doing it more of the 6-7 inch scale, but when they announced ODB, which I feel like was forever ago, it's been at least a year, right?
Almost.
That was before they were getting so much scrutiny. Like they were still pretty hot off of the first few Turtles. Raphael had just come out, and I think Raphael was getting pretty good reviews, and they were like, "Cool, let's do this." So it makes you wonder what that, and that's one that like I don't hate that figure. It's one that I wanted to buy, but again, I wasn't going to buy it for that price.
Yeah.
And then you go to FYE and they were charging like $104 for it. And I was like, what kind of scalper bullshit is this, guys?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So is the biggest issue the price with Super 7, or is it the price and the very questionable sculpts that come behind it?
Both.
Yeah. I think if people were paying less, like, so that turtle, that Raphael turtle, I'd pay like $30 for that, and if it had issues, it has issues.
Yeah, it does.
That's just the name of the game. My only real Super 7 purchases are the Filmation He-Man figures, and don't get me wrong, I love it because it's the only Filmation He-Man figure that I could get. But from a figure standpoint, it leaves a lot to be desired, but I still spent like probably a good $50 on this thing. And I would still do it again because I love this. It's a good shelf piece, but that's about it. You're not putting them in any really cool poses.
So when you talk about like their He-Man, their Thundercats stuff, a lot of that stuff, they got a lot of those sculpts and stuff in the molds from Mattel, didn't they?
A couple of them, yeah.
So then it's not really like they're new. It's like you're just pumping in the stuff and you're making something that's already been made in a sense. So it's like, all right, they are going to be decent. But then it's like you start seeing what he's trying to do like himself. And it's like you keep messing up. And then you're also charging like $55 for, a Snarf or for a, Ralph Wiggum. And then you can get the other characters that's 3 times the size, that's the same price, and you're like, what's going on here?
But at least you gotta give them credit. They are consistent across the board. They're charging you $50 to $55 no matter what. Like that is their game. They're not moving from it, and if they are, it's because they screwed it up and they want to move it out. But that is their bread and butter. They're charging you no less than 50.
I look forward to Super 7 Con when they come out and say that they're going to start charging us $48 instead.
That'd be nice. I'll still wait for it to hit 30.
Now they did correct a wrong that they started with Mo. When Mo came out, of course he didn't have his classic apron, so they shipped out all the aprons to everyone that purchased one. So at least they're trying to right some wrongs that they've created Andre the Giant.
Corn
But-
teeth, Andre the
Oh my
Giant.
That is probably our still most like viewed short that Ted has posted. Like it is god awful.
I was feeling froggy that day, and sometimes negativity sells. And yeah, it was fun making that. I enjoy watching it. And if it makes me laugh, maybe it'll make you laugh. Made 4,000 people laugh, I guess.
Exactly.
We went viral.
Now, I also want to make a statement though of if people in the chat, if you like Super 7 and you're happy with them and all that stuff, that is okay. That's just my opinion. You know, I'm not telling you what you collect is trash. It's just my opinion. So I'm sure I collect a lot of weird stuff that is, you know, that somebody wouldn't collect.
I like the way they look on my shelf. They look good. And
They
they
do
do
look good.
represent the turtles for me really well. So
So random. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. So yes, I'll answer the initial question as yes. We did get Ryu, like our initial order, but they haven't sent the rest of it.
You can't be calling them that name, man.
We live in Ohio. He's Ryu, damn it.
I will call him what I goddamn please.
It's Ryu, man. Call him Ryu.
but yeah, I got my Ryu from helladopetoys. So be sure to get over there and pre-order yours if you haven't.
Well, I'm gonna do it once.
They're coming.
Once Jada gets up off their asses and sends some product.
So the pre-orders are sold out now until we confirm the next shipment arrives, because what we don't want to do is cancel any pre-orders. But Chun-Li is up, and man, we heard you guys, and we ordered a crap ton. So
A shit ton.
yeah, a lot.
Goddamn.
A lot.
That Chun-Li can pose like crazy too.
Not looking forward to inspecting those boxes, but and then when the Fei Long and the Ryu, when we confirm that they're coming, we will put the pre-orders back up, or if they're just in stock, we'll put them up for sale.
Ted, just remember, if you get damaged boxes, I'm okay with it. Just send them my way. That way you don't have to claim them.
That's fair. That's fair. Well, I wish you would have ordered Bride of Frankenstein, because good golly. Good golly. We might send some out for some reviews or something, because
yeah, I've seen that box on y'all.
I don't know what we're doing with those.
That's not acceptable. You know, it's like here.
I mean, there's a back end policy that NECA has. It's just going through that channel and then having it's just so much work to like backtrack that. It's just it's probably going to be better for us to just mark them down, you know, take the L, but still get somebody a cool figure.
So are you guys going to carry those Tekken figures that Bandai's going to put out, the cheaper ones?
So I've debated it. I actually have like pre-listings already like set up. The early reviews that I've heard about them are not good. Really? Opposed to the Street Fighters that are getting like they're the hotness right now.
Right.
But I mean, I'm not opposed to letting them go live and let you people decide what you want to do with them. I mean, I don't care. If there's a demand for it, I'll make it available.
I think they might do okay just because of the Street Fighter. People are like, oh, okay, you can have Tekken to go, you know, same size with my Street Fighter. I don't know. That's how
actually the Tekken figures I think are 7-inch. I thought
they are. Yeah.
Oh well, then.
Okay.
That's nobody wants that.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. If y'all want that,
but it would be great with like Diamond Select figures, you know, that you could be battling with. Or some, you know,
or some McFarlane, you know, you could be fighting one of 100 Batmans.
You could be battling the diapers.
Did you see that new Batman they showed? It's basically the Hulkbuster, but for Batman. That thing looks pretty cool.
Largo wants to know, is a crap ton an official thing here? Yes, it is.
So we measure things nowadays.
Yes, there's crap ton, there's a hell of a lot, and that's HELLUVA, hell of a.
Yeah.
And then what the fuck is that?
Yeah, or there's we got some.
Yeah, it's here. Yeah.
So Ted, you're talking about how NECA, you had that issue with like the, you know, going through all this work just to try to get something replaced and all that stuff. So I don't know, with Hasbro, it's not any better. So with this guy, like his head just spins. Like in order for me to not have it, and that's on the peg, it's not falling off. In order for it to not to do that, I push it down. The dude's got no neck, and he can't really use like the hinge or anything. So I followed the process. I reached out to him. I'm like, this is a new figure. They should have it. I reached out, and they're like, we need like a whole list. I'm like, I sent you a video of me spinning this head with one finger, like, but you need me to give you all these numbers. So I'm like, no problem. I have the box. I gave them everything. Their response was, we don't have any of those. So what we could do is we could pay for you to ship it back. We'll give you a refund. And I was like, so my option is to get a refund and hopefully find it on a secondary market, or keep a defective figure.
Was that
like,
an exclusive, or is it going to be in the store?
I don't know. But it just came out, so it shouldn't have been like
the Dino Black.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's gonna be that's everywhere. We just missed the pre-order window through our distributor, so we might be able to get it from like later once they attempt to restock.
Man, I wouldn't even. I'd wait for the remake of it, to be honest. Like, look at those legs, dude. They put gold diamonds and they put pins in the damn figure when all the newer Rangers they're re-releasing are pinless. It made no sense.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of happy with. That's what I'm kind of happy with the ones that I've got already. Like, I mean, I've got like the OG like Power Ranger team. Like, I wanted to double with like Zeo and like not so much Turbo. I didn't like Turbo to begin with, but like I just don't want to have like 900 Power Ranger teams sitting on my shelves.
Yeah.
When I only really liked the OG, I love the Ninja Rangers that they did.
Mighty Morphin here in the
I
darkness.
I have the Ninja ones too. But
see, that's
I
all
like my Super 7 Rangers. The sculpts are very nice on those.
Stop talking about that company. you can just leave.
Those are the Rangers I have. I have the green and the yellow.
But I have the Mighty Morphin, all the Lightning collections. They're in box. They're in a box ready because I'm moving and stuff. I didn't even open them or review them. And then I'm like, I already got the new ones pre-ordered because I want Mighty Morphin. And the only reason I have the random like Dino and stuff like because it's Tommy.
Oh yeah,
I want every version of Tommy that's out there because he was my favorite Ranger.
Yeah, I'm missing that. I'm missing that one, and I'm missing his Turbo Red. It's the only two I'm missing so far.
Right when I saw those, I was just like jumped on them quick, and I even got some of those like, what are they? I think I already bagged it, like the Bandai ones that they did back in the day. Like the bigger ones. Who did? It was Bandai that did the bigger scaled ones, right? And then they lost the license to Hasbro.
I'm sorry. This is Largo's comment. He's a good one there. We're gonna get those Hello Dope Sexy Trio action figures with air guitars and Hello Dope beer mugs.
So, fun fact: there was a line of Sexy Trio action figures, and it was actually 2 salt shakers and 1 pepper shaker.
That's right.
You can find them. They're restaurant exclusives, and each restaurant has their own kind of different one. So what you do is you just go to the restaurant and you just take them home, and then you have your own Sexy Trio action figures, and they produce salt and pepper. So
exactly, it's like a 2-for-1 deal.
Well, we need to take a chat break because it's going to explode. So let's follow up the chat because we love them, and then we will go back to questioning our suspects here. I mean, our guests here.
There's a lot. I didn't realize
there is a lot. No, well, I started some of them, so my bad.
So
sometimes.
Frank wanted to know how many did we have to drink before the stream started. Sir, I lost count after 3. That's all you need to know. What else we got here? Largo, Hello Dope Toys and the Toledo Mud Hens are the 2 best things to come out of Ohio. I mean,
love you, Jim.
Radical Toys. Hello, welcome. Good
Hello,
to see
sir.
you. A pleasure. The one and only Art G is in
Art
the house.
G.
He says he went to Toy Con, New Jersey.
Nice.
I'd love to be able to get to New Jersey and see some of those cool cons. But he said he's definitely sad he couldn't go, but he did secure a Warpath Eclipse.
Nice.
He didn't secure one for me. You know?
Me neither.
And he's my twin.
Art G, come on, guy. You had one job to secure everything for your friends on the internet.
Yeah.
This
I
month.
need
No,
one.
No, we love Archie. Archie.
But he's really my twin though.
No, you guys look exactly alike.
Yeah, it's like Arnold and Danny DeVito.
What are you showing me right
Josh,
now?
where are we going here, bro?
It's dark, man. Like what's gonna whip out?
Right. It's not that kind of show.
Ryu versus Green Ranger.
I'm gonna leave this stream because you guys can't say his name.
Yeah, you meant Ryu?
Yeah, Ryu? Yeah.
Yeah,
No. So I'm looking, I want to see some toy photography of that from Coxcreate on Instagram tomorrow.
It's just gonna be him punching a sack. He's just doing it's Josh's sack hanging there and
I wonder how quick they pull that on Instagram.
I'm sure you could probably do it where it may not, like, people would have to like really squint to try to like figure it out. Like, just don't do like the ginormous hairy sack. Like maybe trim it a little bit.
Yeah,
give it a nice profile,
airbrush it.
You know?
Maybe just have one hang down, tuck up the other one.
Yeah.
Frank also says we almost gave him a heart attack when he saw that we were selling SH Figure Arts. You asked for it. The Hella Dopers asked for it. I delivered. Okay, I got you.
Thanks that man.
This
Right
is
there.
what I do at 3:00 in the morning. Okay, I review the stream and I say, oh wait, people wanted something. I'm gonna go on my distributor at 3 a.m. and I'm gonna make a lot of posts because I can't sleep. So that's when I do most of my good work at 3 a.m. Drinking a beer, getting stuff ready for you guys. So you're welcome. Largo says, as soon as my computer pops it up, Valorverse reveals were awesome, plus price reductions coming to Series 4. So that was big news, especially for us, because we follow the same price guide that Bobby gives us, saying that we're price locked. So to come in now a little bit cheaper, really still sticks it to the rest of Hasbro, who decides to keep upping their prices. So Bobby's one for the people. He wants you to get these cool figures and also save some dollars in the background.
Well, it aligns with our business model too, because again, when we're trying to give people things at the lowest price possible, and they're just going to make it easier for us, we're on board for that. So, come load up, man.
Yeah, SDS still available. For now.
Not for long though.
They're going quick.
We had a crap ton. Now we have a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. Something.
So.
Axion wants to know what Bobby Val's license he decided not to go with. We want to know too. And if you stay tuned on July 16th, maybe we might get an answer. You never know. Because we will have him as our guest on our quest for PowerCon.
Check it out of him.
Yeah, give me that.
Bobby, give us the answers.
And Warpath Eclipse.
And then Desert Rat drops through your ceiling and just
Right.
We're both dead.
Right, exactly. No, one gets Articulated Ninja, the other one gets Desert Rat showing up.
Ooh, man. I don't know. Who?
I'd rather have the ninja attack. Let's be real.
But he's so quiet, you would never know that he's there. He's
but you can get poisoned. You can get quick. You can just be quickly out. Like, what if Desert Rat drops in? Boom! Half your skull gets splattered on your monitor, but you're still alive.
I mean, let's be fair. I still gotta clean my monitor from the spit take from 13 episodes ago. So
Episode 7.
it would just add more lore to my screen. It's okay. It'll be fine.
And for the record, I still have a constant fear that Tony still has access to the stream. He can just jump in whenever he wants. I don't know how that man got in here. Came in the back door. He's the ninja.
Like for real. We're
The
just
back
sitting
door?
here just chatting,
The
and all
back
of a
door.
sudden he's just there. Frank says, Art, he loves your reviews. He really does enjoy them, so keep that up, man.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
Radical Toys, you just subbed. Thank you. We appreciate it. We are on the road to 300 now, so
Let's
Big numbers.
let's get you to 1K.
we're trying.
We're trying to get to something. We just spinning the wheels here.
Yeah, so watch more videos and sub and tell your friends to sub, and tell your friends' friends to sub.
But we do appreciate our viewership to subscriber count. That's a really important ratio for me. Like, you know, so the fact that all these people are here, because again, I thought 6 or 7 people were going to come here, and I probably forever expect just 6 or 7 people to come here. So the fact that there's all this participation in the chat and we're such a small channel really means a lot. So I appreciate all you guys hanging out with us.
Yeah, we want to give something away. We got stuff that we want to give you.
Do we?
We do, yeah. Somewhere. We'll give an Elton John.
Keeps on giving.
Yeah. We'll get somebody on Elton John.
This show is hella gay.
Jeff Morris, hello, good evening. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Radical says Kool-Aid Man, he wants to see it. You gotta get a close up of the Kool-Aid Man for us.
Yeah, grab the Kool-Aid Man. Oh yeah.
Let me grab the Kool-Aid Man.
Grab the Kool-Aid Man appropriately.
Wait,
appropriately.
Appropriately grab the Kool-Aid Man. And we'll wait.
Yeah.
It's fine, Art. Take your time, bud.
Yeah.
Take your time. No rush.
2 shakes, more than 2 shakes, you're playing with it.
He's just banging around back there.
You just hear everything fall down.
Right?
Like,
God damn it.
That is
damn.
big.
That's what she said.
Hold on. There we go. Didn't boot him from the stream.
Nope. There you guys go.
Damn.
Bunko did a good job. The handle, I think, feels iffy supporting the weight, but you know, we got ice and everything in there. But it's Kool-Aid Man.
That is sweet.
How can you say no to this?
I can't. I want one.
I did. I didn't buy it.
I want one so that I can throw it at my son and be like, "Oh yeah."
That would hurt.
Jada,
That sounds like a
Jada
problem.
Cheeto guy, they'll probably do Kool-Aid Man next too.
Well, I mean, they got Chester Cheetah, which you can get at helladopetoys right now.
Which I will be having to get that because I want those Cheeto fingers.
I mean, like,
and
plus I know
my Chester Cheetah is gonna be selling other things besides Cheetos because he looks like that big guy.
What, like yellow thick uranium?
Come meet me in my white van.
No, I got those Diamond Select Jay and Silent Bob figures. He'll be hanging out with them.
Yes,
very, very nice.
Yes,
but I mean, I know Jada Toys right now. Like, I mean, they're hitting while the iron's hot, and I get that. But if they keep the momentum that they're going on right now, I don't see what can stop them other than themselves. Like,
yeah, if they keep the price and then cool figures that nobody else is making, yeah, definitely.
I mean, $25. I mean,
well, and then Mega Man's going to be 20.
Yeah, but
I'll be the judge of that.
I want to. Are they? They're 6 inch. I think they're still sticking to the 6 inch. I thought they would be. I read they were going to be a tad bit smaller, but still have.
They're 1/12 scale, but they're smaller than the Mega Man. So
yeah,
as he should be. Like if he's fighting, some Street Fighter characters, he needs to be smaller, but with his ginormous head.
And his big guns. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're probably, I bet you they're staying close to the size from like the Capcom Marvel fighting games. You know, they're keeping them probably sized like that, I'd imagine.
Judson says, doesn't everyone hold toys for art?
Oh, toys for art? Yeah.
Hey, no, I got boxes for people too. I have a box for Judd. And he can't even remember what I have in there, and I keep adding stuff to it. So it's just like it became. I was gonna mail him something like 3 years ago, and then ended up just keep coming more and more. And then now it's like, hey, when I'm moving my U-Haul of stuff, I'm gonna go through Ohio, do the little exchange, have a drink, get a bite, and then.
So you might as well stop here in Columbus, man. You know,
that's what we were saying.
If you're already gonna come through here, you might as well stop by the big state, man. Yeah.
Show us Judd's pile of loot, man.
Yeah.
Before he gets to see it.
Yeah. Maybe I'll just go ahead and give you some cash. I'll buy some myself.
Yeah. Well, you can bring Judd too, man. Bring him up, and then he can help you move in.
Yeah. I mean, he's stoked because I will be closer, and then we could definitely be doing conventions and stuff. Because I haven't been really doing that in Maryland at all. Like I went to Baltimore Comic-Con like once in the like 10 years I've been here or whatever. So I was like, conventions are a must.
I mean, Columbus is getting back on the map. Now that COVID's over, they're bringing back cons and stuff, which has been really good. With PowerCon really being the big one, I mean, the one I wish they would bring back would be Wizard World. Like that's the one I really missed having here. Like it was really cool when I went, but yeah, no. You literally had to go through yeah, see.
Sorry.
Matter of fact, Judd, why don't you just come to Columbus and we all just meet right in the middle? We don't move, but you come to us.
Come on, Judd. Yeah, Aaron and I don't like going places.
Yeah.
That's why we were not at Joe Fest. That's why we won't be at New York or San Diego or Nebraska. Or Colorado, any of that. But PowerCon, we'll be there because it was about a 15-minute drive.
That's literally right down the road from the house.
Yeah, it's fine. We're fine with that. What else, Aaron?
Cutthroat Comics needs to play nice. He's sitting there saying we putting him asleep in his chair.
That's fine,
man.
Have a good nap.
Guy.
Yeah, when you wake up, the stream will be over. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Be nice, Cutthroat. Be nice.
Axion says garage sales back in the 80s were great. Now garage sales have eBay prices.
Yeah,
they sure do.
Yeah,
well,
that's because they have something to price all their crap off of now.
Well, there's that, and then you got the Justice Curry people that go around and buy it all for like dirt cheap and keep all the good stuff for their stuff, and then they sell all their stuff for eBay prices, or maybe $5 less than eBay prices, and say, "Hey, I do great. I sell it at a great price."
That's fine. I'll still wait till the last day, and I'll just buy it cheaper because you really want it gone. So I'll just offer you like dirt cheap, and either you want it or you want it. Either you want to sell it to me, or you're gonna move it with you. Which one do you want it to be?
That's the best method at conventions for sure. Like the last day of conventions, you go up and you're like, this thing's been sitting here and I was eyeballing it. You didn't sell it to me, so I'll offer you this.
Good.
Yeah,
so when I see you, do not budge on the prices to you. Like, no, this is $35. I'll sell it to you for $34.50.
Then you can bust your ass and you're back carrying it back home.
You damn right. I'm gonna complain about it all the way too. Like, I gotta move this bitch back here. Load these shells up again.
Could have got you a Crave case from White Castles if you would have sold it to me.
That does sound kind of good though.
There's none in Maryland.
Good, though.
That's my main thing. Once I hit Michigan, it's like White Castles, Tim Hortons, Coney Islands.
Ooh, what's that?
What's Coney Island?
Coney Island, like basically they're like a bunch of diners, but you can get like chili dogs and stuff like that, and they're Coney dogs.
Yeah, it's okay. You'll learn. Briscoe, how you doing, sir?
Briscoe, love you, man.
We also have Drew G in the house. Hey guys,
not Archie, but Drew G.
We got an Art G and Drew G.
It's RG's alternate. His alter ego.
his alt account. Missed that at Valicon. It was amazing. Seen some photos, saw a couple videos. Maybe one day, somewhere down the line, we will venture down to Georgia. But
So I saw Drew G's pictures, man. He was with all the celebs. Him and Chad were just anybody who's anybody. They were rolling with them and living vicariously through them. So super
That's
jealous. Awesome. Glad you guys had a great time. Appreciate all the pictures.
Speaking of, it's Chad.
It's Chad.
It's Chad.
The artist formerly known as Articulated Chad. And in July, he might be joining us for our quest for PowerCon. Maybe talking some cosplay, talking some G.I. Joe, talking the ma'am. She's welcome. Open invite to her if she wants to join in. So
I need more. I need to know more about G.I. Joe. I'm very lacking in that department.
It's the reason why I watch Chad's stream. Is because it educates me, because that was just a portion I missed out on. I was a He-Man Turtles guy, totally missed the G.I. Joe stuff.
Yeah,
and so it's cool to like look back and hear the nostalgia from other people and kind of learn what I missed out on. And I get a little bit of education and learn something. So
I feel like I'm missing the context of this particular
because I was because I was talking about Art G being my twin.
Okay.
And then you got, and I said, I'm like, it's like Arnold and Danny DeVito. So
okay, that makes sense. I'm sure I missed something somewhere in this conversation.
and Danny DeVito is the shit. So
I mean, do you see him on those Jersey Mike commercials, man? He's like salivating over those subs.
man, I don't even care about it. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, man. That's the show where it's at. Like,
And I started blasting.
She was raining bacon bits on me like a Cobb salad.
Oh my god! I actually need to finish watching that.
And quick shout out to Radnom, Random Diorama. What's up, my man?
Radnom.
Are we good with chat? Ooh, that was a lot.
That was a lot. Yeah.
I feel like it's already rebuilt back up too. So
Yeah.
don't worry, chat. We're gonna come back. I swear. But we got to ask these gentlemen some questions. So you guys dabbled in how you came together as a duo, but is there a more specific story that you guys would like to share in regards to how the state of the art show formed, why you picked your day, what do you talk about, you know, how did this duo come together aside from Josh going, you need a co-host, man, and you were like, okay, that's cool. What's the deeper dive onto that?
So
Well,
the
he
deeper
was doing it
dive
by himself for a little while. Like, how many shows did you have before I even? And then I was just a guest on one, and then I guested again, and then we just decided to make it kind of a permanent thing. So,
keep talking because I'm going to look up exactly when you started.
he had been doing a few. I think he did like 3, maybe. No, it had to be more than that.
At least 1,000, right? Because you're
Yeah,
on
probably,
30,000 now or something.
Yeah, we're up there in the millions now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Me and Art, we have a good like rapport. Like it just comes naturally when we talk to each other.
11 episodes before you got on.
Like I said, 4.
So, but I mean,
close enough.
And I mean, technically it'd be 10 because you were a guest on one of them. So I mean, you know, and then we're up to like 39. So I mean, it's 39,000 million, quadruplitillion, whatever the heck you want to call it.
Yes, sir.
But it started. I made State of the Art because it's something I always been pondering and was trying to do, and I was trying to collab with other YouTubers and reviewers, and had some stuff lined up, and it just wasn't lining up with everybody's schedule. And I'm like, well, I can't deal with like East Coast or West Coast time because it's a pain and trying to line everything up. And so I was like, forget it. I'm just going to do it. And then, of course, like I said, RG's my boy. Me and him bounce ideas off each other. And he was like, we were throwing names around. I was like, State of the Art. And he was like, yeah. And all right, that's what I'm going to go with. And then he went with his and started doing it. And it was also, I was trying to find ways to get more, like, to grow. My reviews were one thing, but everybody and their mama's doing reviews. I go into full detail and give like my honest opinion, and it's not crappy quality. But I was also like, all right, everybody's doing it, I gotta do something else. And so I started doing the live streams, and it was fun, especially with the chat. I love interacting with the chat. That sort of keeps you going. And then with Josh, knowing Josh through the years that we've known, and it's just like, hey, what better when he mentioned the idea? I was like, all right, I review, you do figure photography. I dabble in him and mess with figure photography a little bit, more inspired by his crew of Toy Talk. And I'm like, that's a great balance. Like, I'm a reviewer, you're a figure photographer. You see the things through a different perspective than I do. And, and we have that great chemistry,
Judd says differently. He says he made Art do lives.
Maybe, I don't remember. He might have. I don't remember. Like, I know I talked to a lot of people. Judd is another person I talked to. His little, if you see his little logo, I did that for him. His little icon. But yeah, we sort of. I was sort of just. I have some good friends in the collecting community that help keep me motivated, because there's times where I just was like, what's the point? Like, I was just like getting wore out and exhausted, because I was doing at one point, I was doing a video a day.
Wow.
And then I was watching those analytics and I'm like, why am I not growing better? What is going on? And then I'm just like, you know what, forget it. I started this because it was a hobby and it's just something I want to do. If I start getting drowned and sucked into the analytics, I'm going to hate my life. So now I'm just at the point where I'm like, I'm just doing it. Whatever. It's like if I wake up and I don't feel like doing a review, I don't have to do a review. Whatever.
Yeah, no, that's me. I am all into the analytics in every way. It bothers me to the point that I know that's a problem, but I still have to look. Like I had to I have to block the viewer account on the stream so I don't see the number. Like it's that bad that I have to block it because I'm like, how many people are watching right now?
When you see the subscriber count where it's like you lost subscribers, and you're like, wait, what did I do? Who goes in like this? And then like the next day or a couple days it's back up. It's like this weird like fluctuation. Plus then there's the bot subs and stuff that end up happening that YouTube tries to clear out.
Yeah.
And it'll make you think like, what did I do wrong? Like, am my reviews crappy? Am I not doing something that people like go in to purposely go to my channel and then say unsubscribe? Like I was my worst like critic. I would sit there and beat myself up. I'm like, what can I do better? What can I do? What do I need to do?
It will make you a crazy person. I'm more of the Homer Simpson style where I just pull up the dashboard and just re-scroll it. I'm like, come on, do something. Just every 5 minutes, I'm like, why aren't you going yet?
You got that bird that goes down and hits the key.
Yes. Yep. Yes. Do something. So Josh, you're on another YouTube channel. Were you doing that before you were co-hosting? And
yeah,
what is your role in that?
It was we've been doing Toy Talk for I don't know, a few years. And it was me, Toy Father, and Zombie Clown. We decided that we were going to have a show about, toy photography and show people photos and stuff like that. And it's just slowly turned into like, we talk about toy news. We have guests. Like, tomorrow we have the great Mitchell Wu is going to be on our show. So, I mean, we just do that stuff now. And then we're taking a break for a little while, probably till July. But, we've been doing that for a while. Yeah.
So how do you feel about taking breaks aside from, it's a good way to rest? Do you worry that, well, if you take a week off, you're going to lose everything, or does that not matter?
No, I don't think by us taking, because most of our followers right now, they're just people in our community that we kind of already know probably anyway, and they're not going to take the time to go unsubscribe because we take a little bit of time off. I don't think.
Yeah, us,
whatever.
We're lazy subscribers. We subscribe to you and you don't post anything. It's whatever. But you're back. Yeah, that goes back to what Art was saying. Like that, I don't understand the unsubscribe. Like you would really have to offend somebody or make somebody mad.
I don't think I've ever unsubscribed from anything.
No. Yeah, it's too much work.
Yeah,
you just scroll through your crap. It's easier to scroll through the crap that I don't want to watch, because YouTube offers me enough stuff that I do want to watch that it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
So what are some of the current goals for the show and for, I guess, both of your channels right now?
Go ahead, Josh.
For the unboxing, the state of the art, I think the goal right now is 4K, isn't it? Art?
Oh yeah. Well, our goal is definitely hitting the 4,000 subscribers so we can do a giveaway.
Hella giveaway.
We'll even label it a hella giveaway. We have some stuff, but then good old Ted and Aaron were saying, hey, we'll contribute something to the 4K giveaway.
We have something, whatever the hotness is. It just depends on, where the thing lands on whatever's hot right now. That's what we're going to put up.
How close are we to 4,000?
You're going to make me dive into the analytics. I was like, I don't want to look at it. I want to pay attention. We are 137 subscribers away.
Okay. All right, let's get that 137 people. Well, we want to give things away.
There's almost enough people in the chat to fulfill that.
Oh yeah,
okay. I can't say the numbers. So
Ted, like you can remove the suction cup from these.
Oh,
they're just on a ball.
Speaking of, do you have the photo that you took? Like, do you have it like easily accessible?
Yeah.
If you pop it up.
Send it to him over Instagram or something.
or do you have it, Ted?
I do not. I don't have anything accessible at the moment. But while you guys figure that out,
here, I can shoot it to you on Instagram real quick.
Yeah, do that. Aaron can pop it up. While we wait, Art, what are your goals for the show and or the channel?
I mean, the channel definitely to keep growing, keep evolving. The channel and the show is just continue to be community friendly within the collecting community. I figure all of us can grow and be successful together. I want to have more guests on, like independent creators, being, stands to dios to figures, anything that I can help bring awareness to. And then with, obviously with my reviews, is continue to be honest, give my opinion. And, after I give my opinion, you can decide if you want to invest the money into it or not. But the main thing is just growing and keep evolving.
So that's one thing I want to give your show credit for, is you guys have brought on a lot of independent toy creators, and like it's actually a pretty big deal because you've put some of them on our radar to the point where, like, I've been in your chat going, how do I get a hold of these guys? Yeah. So you're doing a service there. Where do you find these people and how do you get a hold of them? Because we know how hard it is to get a hold of guests and to get people on, and sometimes you get ghosted. So do you find it challenging, and where do you see someone and you're like, oh, that looks good, I want to have them on and talk about it? Or what's that process?
Like from the community, if I see somebody goes to a convention and they look and they see something, then that's I've never heard of, I'll be like, oh yeah, well, let's bring them over. Because I think one guest was on Toy Talk, or it might have been on Yimbo Reviews or something like that I had. I was like, oh yeah, I was like, let me get them over too, because I like their little story. They were like two teachers, or that were best friends through college. Oh, yeah. And they ended up like making figures, and I was like, that's a great story, let's bring them on. Their figures are stylized and unique. They were the Stardust figures, Starforge.
Well, Foxforge makes
Foxforge, yeah. So, but I just reach out. I'll go to, like, if I see something, I'll hit them up over Facebook, Instagram, and see if I get a response. And sometimes they'll respond back like, yeah, what can we work out? Or here, email this. And, a lot of times I won't get responses, or I get like that generic, like from, who was it? Oh, well, I got one from Jada, but it was I didn't get a response actually from the dude that does like the Battletoads. Can't think of it. Premium DNA. Oh, yeah, like they didn't give me a response at all. So it's like I wasn't asking them for, like, I was like, hey, give me free stuff. I was like, hey, I want you on the show, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, hey, if you got any products you want me to check out, like, send it my way. I wasn't saying you have to do this or I need this. Or my first thing was like, hey, come on the show. Let's get some awareness.
Yeah, I always get these companies up and I just tell them, like, if you want me to shoot anything for you, I can do that. And I give them who I've shot for, this and that. And I've gotten on with a few just bugging them. So, I mean, squeaky wheel gets the grease.
Aaron, do you have that picture, or do you need?
I gotta. If it's in the Instagram, if you could pull it up, because I gotta link my computer.
Yeah, I can do that.
It's gonna bring up all your guys' chats, and it's like, what is that?
Yeah, it's got our only fans and our feet pics. Yeah. That's how we pay for. That's how we pay for the stuff around here.
Oh yeah, you can do figures and feet.
Yeah,
actually, I mean, people probably be into that.
Yeah, where you just hold the figure with your toes or something.
Nobody wants to see my toes.
Hey,
he's like, I got hobbit feet.
No,
them hairy
they're not that bad. I don't think.
Can I zoom in on this? There we go. That looks a little bit better. I know this isn't the best way to share this photo, but that's what I got. Aaron,
what?
You wanted me to put the picture up?
Oh, I just wanted to show off the picture.
Oh, okay. Well, I just wasn't sure if there was something you wanted to say about the picture.
No, we're talking about toy photography.
So the Wrecker figure gave me that real steel vibe when I got it. So that's kind of what I tried to recreate here. Yeah, I mean, these are cool figures. They're meaty figures too, and like they have like these little back like chains and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. I say it's a hefty box. Like I mean, like I have one sitting right here next to me. It's like, man, like where like, I'm still trying to figure out where I'm gonna put it. That's my
Yeah.
issue right now. Like I gotta find somewhere to put all these figures, and I just don't have any room. Like I
But
have
he's
to
got
buy
a
more
suction cup, so you
bookshelves.
can just sort of suction cup it to whatever.
If I had something to suction cup it too, I would. I'm in a basement.
Josh, what'd you use for a background on that? And obviously you have a wrestling rink you use, but I mean,
That's a diorama prints city corner, and the ring. I found that ring for like $9 at Walmart. Mattel ring.
it's pretty dope.
Yeah, worked out great. But yeah, these definitely like the Robo Force give me the real steel vibes.
Mhm.
But, they're
But I
really
mean,
cool.
like it's a great photo. Like I said, because I know like we sent you one, we sent unboxing one, we sent Frank one also. Like just the
Yeah.
things you guys do with these, like it's just phenomenal. Like I'm very envious of like what you guys can create with like different dioramas and figures that you have. Like I suck at taking photos. Like I said, like I posted a couple on our Instagram of just
Ted's
stick around.
It's like,
No,
yes,
I'm-
he does.
No,
He
I'm
does.
saying I also suck. So I was agreeing with that point. Not
Well,
that Aaron
anything that I
sucks.
buy from you guys, I'll send you over a copy of it so you can use it or whatever.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to show off the good work that you
I still gotta do a photo of this guy you guys sent over.
And you also can't look at it as you take awful photos and stuff, because you got to start somewhere. You got to start
yeah.
building and
If
doing
you-
it. You start with the garbage, and then you start realizing, oh, this light's too bright, or hey, this is too much on this. And then you also look at like some of the editing apps that are on, if you're
Mhm.
doing it on a phone or something like that. You know,
If you ever get 20 minutes, go to mine, and you got to go back like 1,600 photos. But we all start in the ditch. So
No, I'm not even in the ditch. I'm under the ditch. Like, I'm down there.
you got to climb out.
Well, Aaron, I think that's what we were talking about earlier today, like in regards to getting on YouTube and growing on YouTube. Not that this channel is a big deal or anything, but we literally started this with nobody watching, and we just kept doing it. So yeah, I agree with that. Like anything you want to do, you just gotta grind it out, and everything's gonna suck at first.
Well, I
But
like I've been doing it for 3 years, and in comparison, I suck compared to some of these guys out there. Like they are really good. So,
well, and that's modest of you, because like that shot was amazing, and Frank was on here, and Frank was like, there's people way better than me. He goes, I'm just a guy who just started, and
yeah,
like I don't know the work you guys make. Because I follow you, and I follow Frank, and I follow a few other toy photographers. A lot of what we follow on Instagram is mostly toy photographers, just because there's an art to it. You're taking something that we love, and you're putting it in this just awesome comic book style scene. Sometimes things that we wouldn't even think of. You're pairing up stuff that like I wouldn't be sitting here thinking like, oh, those two things go together, and they're doing something funny or they're doing something dramatic. Axion and Teflon, they do a series with their Action Force and their Indiana Jones figures, and they add kind of like comic book text to it. And
cool.
I think that's really awesome too. But yeah, no, I love viewing toy photography. I don't enjoy doing toy photography, but unfortunately, sometimes it's just part of the job. But I am also not good at it. So
You're better than I am. my best photo that I probably took is that one where it's The Rock doing his promo with Stone Cold behind him. That's probably my best photo. And that was just me dicking around with my phone. I just like pinpoint a certain spot on the cam, and I'm like,
yeah.
like, oh yeah, that actually looked pretty damn
A
good.
lot of times, the best photos that come out are the ones that I didn't take really any time to do. I don't know, because they're more natural. Like I'll have it set up because I was messing with them or something, And those tend to come out better sometimes.
So here's it, but you're messing with like I have no photo lights. I was just in like my living room, my kitchen. I had my kitchen and just like, oh snap, that's pretty damn cool. I'm watching like on TikTok all these people with like misters and like fog and they're using like smoke bombs. I'm like,
no, you got to get the air. You got to get the
aerosol.
Spray.
Yeah.
That's good
I
stuff.
I
don't use it right.
7-foot tall soft light to use because I got tired of using all the little lights you see everybody using. So I just bought one giant studio light with the bulb's like the size of my head. That thing's huge. So that lights everything. One and done.
Yep. Nope. I use the nice chandelier that is in my kitchen.
I have a bunch of desk lamps.
Yeah.
Like 6 of them. And then I go, why can't I get this lighting right? Because they're awful lights. They're terrible lights. So I was harassing Frank when he was on about what he was using, and I need to get on it. He's got some of those tiny little box lights.
I think he's doing like Lume Cube and
Lume Cube.
Hey, I have 2 desk lamps for mine. Here, I'll show you. I mean, I got a couple of like stuff like this too, but I use for my review. I have 2 of these bad boys.
See, that's probably nicer than what I use.
But then I put this over it.
Oh, I never thought of that.
Because it'd be too bright otherwise.
Yeah, that's the problem I have. All my shit's too bright.
Make it soft.
Yeah.
If you don't have something like that to cover it, Ted, take a piece of white paper, shine the light at the paper. Like you'll have your light pointed toward the paper, but your figure will be over here, and that light will reflect off the paper and softly light the figure.
Yeah, I was trying to do I don't know, it was like tissue paper over it, and that was diffusing it too much. But no, that's an interesting thought right there, because it's always just too bright. And I've been watching YouTube videos on how to properly light things. As you can see, still doing it wrong. But yeah, I was like, well, I could do this in toy photography. And when I was trying to do shots the other day, I was just like, this ain't working. This ain't it. So that's a good note. Thank you. Aaron, do we need to pop in with the chat again, or
let's knock them out real quick. That's fine.
All right, let's power through this chat. What's up, chat?
What's up?
How the fuck y'all doing?
Judson hit us up with a sub, so we thank you for getting us to our journey there. It looks like Axion and my brother going to go recreate Harold and Kumar.
I would actually watch that.
It'd be entertaining, that's for sure.
I don't know if Ed knows what he's getting himself into, but
just let it go. Just let him find out.
Let him find out.
Chad says he'll definitely invite the ma'am.
She is very much welcome. It'll boost the ratings. Everyone loves seeing the commander.
Radical Toys says that he'd be happy to come and be a guest on your show there. Invite him on.
Yeah, I was like, is he our show or their show?
Yeah, I was like, whose show?
Whose show?
I mean, hell, he come on both. Who cares?
Yeah,
we'll just like multi-stream 2 shows at the same time. Adam, I mean, this could be true. If there were more mugs, there'd be more subs. I mean,
you gotta find something, like relative, and then how you can sell it on your little Facebook to like the merch shop or whatever.
So I'm working on one, like I said, on the 900 list of things that I do at 3 a.m. in the morning. So we're working on some shirts for PowerCon. We're working on some other like merchy type things like hats, and there is some mugs on there, but they're not those. So.
This is what everyone wants. That's the problem. Like, we can make a generic mug real easily, and everyone's gonna be like, "Nah, I don't want that fucking shit."
No, you want the gallon mug.
Yeah. Holds a whole bottle of champagne. Let me tell you,
a whole bottle. Never again. That is on the ban list of things to do. maybe when we hit 1 year, maybe not champagne, but something we'll celebrate.
We hit 1 year and we have a few days off. We'll,
Oh man, yeah. That next day at work was horrible.
that next day was rough. And then Ed's like, "Oh, that was great."
I bet you were. Chad's unboxing. It's all up. It's that's all what it's about. Honesty and community. I know how to talk. I swear. Matt Logic is in the house. I haven't even touched it yet. I'm still on. Well, I mean, I had some beers earlier, so that's probably it. Where'd it go?
Where did it go?
I don't know.
It was never up.
I think I unstarted. But anyway, it was Matt Logic. Matt Logic is here.
Oh, well,
I'll pop up his other.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
PowerCon is next on the list. Maybe next. Matt, no. Next year's too late. You gotta come now. Just
man.
Cancel all your plans in August. Come to Columbus. We'll have some beers in the parking garage. That's what we do.
That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have a U-Haul with a cooler full of beers.
That's right.
Yeah, I actually think that's probably accurate because
that's 100% accurate.
We're gonna close. So every day for an hour, we're gonna shut down the booth and go to the parking garage.
We'll have Red Bulls.
This is a hotel lamp.
Oh.
It does look like a hotel lamp.
No, this has a built-in USB in it, but it's also a white light.
Hotel lamp.
It's a white light versus like a
yellow
orange light. Yeah, it's not yellowed.
Axion reminded me that Frank owes us a picture of the mug in a wrestling picture. But also in response to that, Frank says, "Oh snap! He actually took the shot. He just got to edit it up." So Frank, I expect that shot. I'll give you till Tuesday. You're on the clock, my friend.
Meanwhile, Frank jumped out of his chair real quick. And was like, "Crap, I forgot."
Right, okay, I got it up right now, guys.
He's like,
and of course, our guy, Punk with Toys, Lawrence is in the house.
Lawrence, what's up, bud?
What's up, man? Good seeing you.
And I appreciate a Punk with Toys for always giving us shout outs on his stream. Never necessary, but always appreciated. Like we lurk in streams, one for the community and two to learn what the hotness is. So when people do recognize us and shout out our business, we do appreciate it. But never feel obligated. Like we're not trying to hustle y'all, but we always do appreciate it. So thank you.
Adam, no, there will be no blue champagne and my Hello Dope mug on my wedding night.
Oh, are we bringing Hella Dope mugs to your wedding, bro?
We can bring Hella Dope mugs to our to the Absolutely.
I'm afraid. I'm so afraid I'm gonna break this thing because
it's probably
get one.
Yeah. It's probably safe to keep it at home.
It stays on my desk until it's time to do the show, and then I wash it. No, I'm kidding. I watched this a few days ago.
No, I watched mine a couple hours ago.
Yeah, it just sits on the desk all week.
Yeah,
it's fine.
Much.
It's fine.
All right. Yeah, you're good.
Cool. Now that I lost my show notes. All right. So what inspired you guys? Was it a YouTuber, toy photographer? What made you see hey, that thing's cool. I can do that too. Is there anybody specific that stands out in your mind of you wanting to do what you currently do?
I mean, since Josh isn't just jumping in there to say anything, there's sort of two things. Like when I started getting into YouTube, it was with the Slipknot mask and stuff like that. So it was with a YouTube channel called The House of Masks, and that sort of inspired me to start that. But then when I started getting into the figures, I would say it was pretty much Glenn Webb that I was like, you know what? I watch his stuff all the time. No, there's no way I'm at that level because he did his editing was good, and he also did the script where he dubbed over some stuff. But either way, he was funny. It was good. It was inspiring. He was just always welcoming and just a nice person. And I'm like, we need more of that in the community because we already got somebody else that's at the very top who doesn't help anybody out, and is complaining that he has to work 1 day a week. But yeah, I don't want to be that type of person, you know, like let me build up my empire, but that I will never do anything with anybody else unless it benefits me. Like that's some no.
It's a good impression.
Yeah, it's pretty spot on.
So as far as toy photography, I remember seeing photos from Mitchell Wu just like on Facebook randomly. And then once I started to figure like I kind of want to try this, it was Sir Dork on Instagram that I watched like all his videos on YouTube and everything like that. So I guess that would be who inspired me. Plus, it gave me a reason to grab these figures that I've been looking at from afar for so many years and just, you know, get to mess with them again. And what's crazy is like you become an adult and like you can't actually play anymore. Like you don't have that, but like I can like move them around and put them in little like scenes or something like that. And that's like the extent of my imagination anymore.
You don't make sound effects?
No,
None of that?
no.
Don't lie. You do. You can tell us after the show. We understand.
He lays on his belly in his whitey tighties playing with his action figures. What are you guys talking about? Shirtless in his whitey tighties.
Kicking my feet.
Yeah,
exactly. With his little hug juice box.
There you go.
So what I appreciate about toy photography is it's still a way to tell a story and you can share it with people. So you get a cool idea and you can take a cool shot. The frustrating part I find about toy photography is sometimes the background aspect of it of, I need to set a scene. And then you got to build a diorama, which is literally why I started building dioramas.
Not technically. I mean, there's always like the portrait. Do the portrait just right. You can just have like a really dark background or like just random crap in the background. If you get it blurred out just right, it looks totally fine and nobody would ever know. Plus, guys are making like hundreds and thousands of likes on like posing it and holding it and taking a picture of it in their hand. So, I mean, there's lots of things that you can do that people like to look at.
People use computer monitors too. They'll bring up an image.
I do that. I got a 32-inch TV in my studio that I use for a backdrop sometimes. But it's all about foreground stuff when you do that. But what I like about toy photography is it's a snapshot in time of a story that nobody knows. So when they see it, you know, whatever they think the story is what it could be. You know, you don't have to tell your own.
There's a question here. We want to know if there's any validity to this. Radom wants to know, was Lord Helmet your inspiration?
What?
Lord Helmet from Spaceballs.
Playing with his dolls.
I mean, no. Mel Brooks and Spaceballs. I mean, that's a classic. I mean, can't go wrong with Mel Brooks movies, but Spaceballs, love it.
And then just a side note, I always love Judd. So I'm not reading this.
That's right. Damn straight, man.
He's talking about his dildos, though, not his action figures.
Well, this show is hella gay, so. So, okay. What you guys both live stream. What are your thoughts on the recent rise of other channel live streams? It seems like nowadays there's a lot, and we're not ones to judge. We very much hopped on the bandwagon as well. But it seems
for a different reason, though.
It's not valid. We're a live stream about toys amongst other live streams. And while some days it's beneficial, some days it's not. But you guys have been doing it a little bit longer than what we have. What are your thoughts on the current state of YouTube live streams? Too much? Too little? Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing?
I think there's a lot. But you want to go first?
No, go ahead. You already got a word out. I didn't get a word out, so you go ahead.
The joy of doing doubles.
Some of them are good. Some of them are just starting out, and they'll get there. And I don't know. Sometimes our shows aren't very good. I don't think. You know, it just depends. I think we should all just band
shut
together.
Your fucking mouth, man.
Calm down.
Now nobody's gonna go watch our shit now if you're saying something's not good. What the fuck?
No, I'm just saying. What I think we should do is just band together and make one giant network, and we can maybe make some money off this deal. You know, like everybody go under the same banner and everybody's pumping out videos. That means you're getting videos like 2-3 times a day,
Right.
every day.
I mean, so when I started, like I started on Twitch, like that was my whole thing. I was streaming games or just kind of like chatting with the community that I had built. But like within that, there was a group that were small streamers that would build up everyone to get to like Twitch affiliation.
Yeah.
And then like that is kind of what I think is missing in the YouTube world. Well, yes, there's a toy community and there's different people with like interests. I think that in the end that all of us in this little world need to do exactly that. Like, let's all get us to 1,000 followers or our subscriptions, and let's all watch our videos, like them and share them. Like the more that we all do that together, we're all winning. Like, there is no loser in the end of that because we have all want the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, look at 88 Figs made that cool like TV guide for that, which I thought was awesome. And he was just like, I just made it. I didn't realize it was going to have that effect. And it's like, it's awesome. And I've actually, again, with the community wanting people to grow. I mean, Josh, when he was in Toy Talk, we weren't even talking about being co-host or anything like that. How often was I reaching out to you guys and be like, hey, we could do this. Hey, we could do this. Hey, I'm going to do this thumbnail for you. Like, I was pumping out art for them to like use for whatever they were doing. They're like doing like, what was it, at the movie? It was like a movie segment or something. So I did a whole thing using their little mascot. I did what's in the box for them. I was doing all these different things like, hey, whatever, take it, use it, whatever I can do to help make something more, visually grabbing somebody's attention and help you grow.
But the TV guy thing was great because like the group that we're in, like one of the questions that get asked daily is who's live right now. Like, there's so many people who go live on different times, different days. To have a schedule that says like on Monday, Punk with Toys goes on at 9:00. You guys go on at 8:00. There's like if you could go through the guide like, oh, today is Wednesday at 7:00. Oh man.
7:30.
Whatever. You know what? I'm gonna mute you now.
It's on the bottom of the screen.
I don't read the bottom. It's not my job. My job is to control chat.
See, he was confused because that's when we show up is 8.
Oh yeah, yeah. You guys missed the first 30 minutes, but
exactly.
That must be the bad part that Josh talks about it.
But yeah, I mean, but I say this to have a schedule that everyone knows, like, hey, these are the days, the times that people go on, and just have that consistency would be a good thing to have.
Well, I think that if we get like 10 toy tubers and put them all under one channel, they already know they'll know where they can go watch it. They know that there's going to be new videos every day. I
don't think it needs to be like all 10 people under one channel. I think there could be 10 channels. It's just you got to work together with it. Yeah. Like, look at all these people that are on Twitch playing games and stuff. They have these like Twitch houses and they all play stuff, do stuff together, and they grow together, each being individuals still.
Yeah, but isn't Twitch set up a little better for that?
No.
It's the same thing.
It's a shit show over there.
And with sort of going to the question with like how many, like all this stuff people doing the live streams and stuff, I think it's a good thing. With there's people that are doing it. It's just like, don't forget where you came from. If you start growing exponentially, just don't forget and don't let your head get big, because you still have friends that you built and came across throughout the community, collecting, doing this stuff. And it's like, you don't start looking down on them because they didn't get that break and they start being successful. Instead, why not say, hey, you know what? I'm doing really well. Let's try to do this for you. Let's try to do this. There's plenty of people out there that are watching, that enjoy the content. They enjoy toys. They might want different perspectives of stuff, being reviews, figure photography, all that stuff. It's like, there's no reason we can't grow together and support one another.
Yeah. Gotta say that better myself.
Yeah. And so when you're talking about like new channels blowing up, one thought crossed my mind, and that was Largo's Lair, who went from being a supporter of the community to a co-host with Bill to running his own channel and man, has he been blowing up lately? And
Oh yeah.
I really expect like a year from now, like Largo to be at like 2-3K easily, because he's consistent. Him and Wilhelm are on there doing their shows, and he does treat it like a channel where there are different shows, and he has have different days where like, hey, this day we're doing this show, and this day we're doing this, and this day we're doing this, and I really enjoy and appreciate what Largo's doing over there. A lot of different content for a lot of different people, and I think that's really cool. And if somebody were coming up to me and being like, hey, I'm going to start YouTube, what should I do? I'm like, hey, go look at what Jim Largo's doing, man, and learn something from that, because that guy is just, he's dabbling in everything. It's not even always just toys. He did a whole show about Easter candy, and people showed up to watch it. It's the damnedest thing I've ever seen. Like, you're a toy channel doing Easter candy, and they killed it. But any other thoughts on YouTube live streams?
Yeah, I mean, just make sure, like, look at, like, Largo was in here, showing some support. I think that matters. Like, you can't sit there and expect people to go to your streams or go and support you if you can't even jump in and say a couple words or watch the stream. Like, I understand life gets in the way and stuff like that, but it doesn't hurt to take a couple minutes and say, hey, or anything like that.
And say, hey, I'm just here, just showing some love. Those couple words right there goes a long way. Like, you don't have to send any super chats, or you don't got to spend $1. Like, your time is well spent.
And don't be that channel if you start becoming big to where you ignore every other chat and only answer super chats. Like, yes, it's cool, they're making money and all that stuff, but everybody's questions are important. Just because they aren't throwing down $5, $10, it's like it's not right just to ignore those people that are taking the time to watch your channel.
But we'll read those first.
right.
Yeah, it's some priority, but that's what's great for us. We don't have it, so
we don't have that problem. We don't have to deal with that.
Well, you guys got the best super chat. You got a damn store. It's like, hey, instead of doing a super chat, I'm just gonna go buy some figures. Like,
that is true.
Now that you let the cat out the bag, God. Anyway, go to helladopetoys.com, where we have tons of cool pre-orders up right now.
And then Wednesday at 7:30, go send Unboxing Art and Josh super chats.
Yeah. So that they can go buy more pre-orders at Dope Toys.
It's a cycle. It's support,
Community. This is how economy works, right?
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
I don't know. So what are your guys's? That was bad grammar. What are your favorite channels to watch on YouTube right now?
Oh, there's a lot.
Well, first is Hella Dope. And then after that, I'd probably say Yimbo. I like watching RG stuff, like his toy hunts and stuff like that. Who would my favorites be? That's hard.
Well, while you're thinking, I do want to give a shout out to RG, because I started watching toy YouTube for toy hunts. And Art G has been consistent about it for forever. And man, that guy gives me FOMO. He goes some places, and I get so angry about it. I'm like, damn it, Art G, why don't I have one of these around me? And then I throw something.
It's clearance finds.
Yeah. No, Art G is a master toy hunter. If you want to learn to be a master toy hunter, go watch Art G. And then also he goes live, I believe, Monday.
He's just like in the perfect area, I guess.
Oh, he's got a good spot. He's not too far. We might have to do a team up with Art G one day. He's only about a 6-hour drive, I would say.
Not bad.
Yeah. Only 6 hours. It's fine.
It's fine. Yeah.
It's fine. We'll go there, do a 3-hour toy hunt, be back before dinner. Be easy.
Exactly.
Like we left at 2 a.m.
I'm sorry, Josh. I didn't mean to cut you off. Keep going.
There's so many. I like most of them. There's even some good ones that are just on Instagram, like Grown Ass Men Toys on Instagram is a good one. Just so many. Just watch one of these shows, and at the end, they tell you about all the other shows. So that's how we find them. But
Yeah. Like technically today is TGIS, but Joe Fest and someone taking a sabbatical.
It's hard to say, like, to try to like name them all because I know I'll miss some. So if anybody that I missed, like, I'm sorry. Like, it doesn't mean it. But I guess I watch this hella dope guys. They're all right.
Yeah,
but I mean, I like just ramble them off. Hella dope, Toy Pick Community, Toy Talk, Yimbo Reviews, 3POA, Art G, who else? Anthony's Customs, Talker Art. I still randomly bring up a Glenn Webb video. Dan Who, Articulated Ninja. Like I could go on and on. Toy Migos. Start watching their stuff. Toying Around is another one that's awesome. So it's like, and on Parallel Universe, Plastic Addict, T-Man 978. Do you want me to keep going? Because I like and when I'm saying these names,
YouTuber,
right? But those are the ones that I take the time to watch their stuff. I'll try to comment if I can. I'll definitely hit the like button, and if any of them do live, I try to jump in and say something. Like these aren't people. I'm just like, let me just think of some people in the community, and not another retro channel, Narc. If you guys aren't familiar with him, like his retro stuff that he's doing now with Ed's Retro Geek Out and everybody, like, that's some great retro content. But yeah, like all of them I support. I've had them come into my stuff. They're really good dudes. I chat with them, and honestly, that's the biggest thing. It's that community and just showing that support. Like I can hit up Narc and be like, dude, I'm looking for this, retro thing because my turtle sewer layer is jacked up. Like he'd probably look and try to help me out.
Narc and Ed and was it Greco? They had that live stream, and man, that got me through a lot of COVID. They were on regularly, and them and Infinity Equation. Those were like two big streams for me throughout COVID.
I forgot Infinity Equation, which makes me feel like a jerk. Dante's gonna watch this and be like, dude, you're a piece, and I'm like, but yeah, like I said, like if I forgot anybody, I do apologize, but I watch all of them, support them, and they're important people in the community.
Yeah.
Like I don't watch garbage people. Like I'm not gonna sit there and watch the person I was making fun of. I don't feel like I want to support somebody that's sitting on their throne by themselves.
Well, that is fair. Well, you said you didn't watch garbage, but you did say you both of you said you watch us, and let me tell you, we're still
you guys are more like the Garbage Pail Kids, the movie. It's like you can't not watch it.
We're the show that you watch so you learn what not to do anymore.
Exactly.
We're the best Cliff Notes you could get.
Do not drink blue champagne.
There's a lot of stuff we should not do on this show.
Just don't drink on stream at all.
Stop making so many gay references on the show. Teddy, you're going to offend somebody. I already have things in my inbox. People are already angry. It's very insensitive of you, sir.
Yeah.
I'm a very open-minded human, okay? This show is hella gay.
Hella gay. Gay references, poop lines, whatever.
Yeah, I even did a toy shoot of a poop line, and that joke just did not go over. That's the worst. When you do a whole toy shot and the joke doesn't land. Ugh.
We will have a Hello Dope shirt that says Hello Dope Toys, and on the back it will say the poop line starts here.
Yes. Mr. Wonderful Axion, they're coming, okay? We had a bro talk, we worked it out. Aaron, do you want to hit up the chat real quick?
We don't have much, but we'll get there. Highly articulated has joined us,
and he'll be joining us next week as well with Mr. Brick something. So
yeah, next week. I saw the calendar.
Aaron has the calendar.
I saw it. It was there. I read it.
We have a calendar that apparently Aaron did not have access to. I'm sending him all these dates. He's not getting any of them. It's fine.
One of them.
We'll figure that out.
I mean, some channels just resonate with bigger audience. I mean, it's true. I'm not going to deny that. But at the same time, we're all trying to accomplish the same thing. whether it's toy review, whether it's unboxing, whether it's promoting a business. At the end of the day, we all are trying to, get a face to a thing.
Sorry, I didn't mean to do
Good
that.
job, Ted. Okay,
I'm sorry.
Jackass.
I did not mean. I was trying to star something, and
whatever. Dude, you're fired.
I went, whoop.
I'm taking your paycheck this week.
The all $0 of it.
Yep. Actually, you got 50 cents this week.
The CFO takes all the money. Us grunt people get nothing.
Exactly. Lawrence, consistency is key when it comes to live streams. It is, which is why we committed, every Sunday, unless something crazy happens, like we going to a concert. But you have to keep. You don't grow if you're not creating content. Long form, short form, whatever it is, you gotta pump out something.
Yeah.
You gotta get the algorithm on your side.
Well, I want to say to Lawrence, he was talking about like not even like taking Christmas off because he was like, well, I gotta be consistent. But Josh, you made the point. Like you can take a little break every now and then, and the loyal people will come back. Lawrence, take Christmas off, my man.
Yeah,
enjoy a day for you.
Yeah, you gotta enjoy. Well, no. If you're gonna, I would rather you do Christmas, but you gotta take the day after off. It's not.
Yeah, because that's Play With Your Toys Day.
Exactly. So,
I can't wait for that day. God,
that is a national holiday that we have created. So if you don't know what it is, now you do.
It's Play With Your Toys Day, December 26th.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Random.
Radnom.
Yes. Chat activity is and likes does help push the stream a bit. I mean, that's it does, but at the same time, it's you can't have chat activity and likes if no one's watching it, or if you're not creating something that they can resonate with. You'll watch the first. Actually, it's me and Ted were talking about this earlier. The first 15 to 30 seconds are the most crucial minutes of your show. If you don't have something that hooks you in the first 30 seconds, they're moving on.
Yeah.
So
that's why I do shorts for them, for the ones that don't have a long attention span, and be like, here you go, you can have a short.
Yeah. And that's exactly why I think YouTube was really like trying to heavily push the shorts, is because there are some that just want to go, like they're on a lunch break, or there's sitting at their kid's dentist appointment. Like I just want to hit a couple quick videos. I don't want to watch a 10-minute video because I don't have that time, because the nurse or the whomever's going to come out and like ask 900 questions. Like, look, I just want to watch this video real quick. Can you like wait a minute, please?
So before we keep up with the chat, Art, Josh, are you all good on time? I know we're a little bit over here. I just want to make sure you're not dying here. I'm not trying to keep you here all night.
I got to cut out here in a few though.
Yeah, that's fine. We can we can wrap this up.
Like the darkness is about to consume them. I mean, look how dark it is back there, man. It's like
it doesn't have the baggy eyes like he had the last time. It seems a little more awake today.
No, that's on State of the Art.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
I've had all the rest.
Well, we can wrap up this chat, and then we can say our farewells.
Yeah, we got a couple left here in the chat, so it's fine. Largo says, as long as you're hanging out in the chat, you technically aren't drinking alone. I mean, I got voices in my head, so I'm never alone, so it's fine.
Yeah. Schizophrenia. It's not lonely.
Like, shut up over
there. Wasn't talking to you, Frank.
Exactly. Axion, that's right. Get your toys at helladopetoys. Support your boys. We give you this fast shipping, and this poop line thing. It's a thing. We're gonna make a poop line a movement. When you're sitting, I don't know why it's a thing. It's just a thing.
Three people get the poop line reference, and we just keep banging it into the ground, which I love. I love, by the way.
Yeah, you gotta have a thing,
We gotta have a thing that nobody.
We got lots of things.
We got lots of things.
And then Lawrence, Ted, don't insult gay people. They don't want to be associated with this show. That's fine. We don't need it. I mean, we do, but we don't.
For the record, we have no issues with gay people, but this show is hella gay. I'm just saying.
It's okay.
It's just what it turned into. That's how it started. So I had more questions for you guys, but maybe we'll do it as a part
If
two.
you got more questions, how many questions you got?
2 more questions.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. What are your guys' thoughts on the current state of toy YouTube?
It's booming.
Booming?
Yeah, I think it's taking. Yeah, there's a lot. I think it's going well for everybody. I think everybody likes doing it, so keep on keeping on.
Well, that was an easy question, let me tell you. And then, where do you guys see the state of toy collecting 5 years from now?
Non-existent.
Yeah.
Like it really all depends on the prices. Like in 5 years, like if Marvel Legends going to be like $35-$50, like it's
going to be
people
few,
gonna
far,
get
and in between.
Yeah.
For sure.
At that point, it's like who the people that make more money that are into the hobby are probably going to be the ones that are more there versus the ones that could pick up like maybe a figure a month if they can.
Yeah, the average Joes aren't going to be buying that many Joes.
See, I the problem I see is where I think the toy world as a whole, because everyone says we're in this renaissance, the greatest figures that have ever been made are like coming out right now, and that might be true. But when we look at a Vanguard or a freaking HasLab, that's a lot of space. And then how much space do we have? And then when you're looking at Spiro, Waves 2, 3, 4, 5, and Bellaverse 3, 4, 5, I'm already out of room.
Mythic Legions, Cosmic Legions.
Oh, the Cosmic Legions.
The Fox Forge and what they're doing. Savage Crucible. I mean, there's just so many.
That's why I think it'll get through, but it's not going to get through on the traditional Mattel, Hasbro, stuff like that. It's going to go to these independent because these big companies, they just have to keep going up and up and up and up. And then here pretty soon, like import figures is going to be a rich guy's game anyway. Like,
so, I'm sorry, I got to post this up.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess I didn't mean it that way. See, I was waiting for Josh to finish before I sort of added in there because I was like, damn, that does sound a little harsh. But
I didn't even realize that we both drank at the same time. I got a beer here.
Oh, we're going to clip that together later.
It's really, I feel like it's up to these indie creators to keep things where it needs to be. Yep. Like they need that. Let the tyrants and titans fall. Keep being real with where it's at. Like obviously as a creator of an action figure line, you got to make a profit and things like that. But let's take a page from what Bobby did. I mean, at Joe Fest, like he didn't have to. His stuff was selling fine. If he would have marked his vehicle at probably $250, it probably $225, it probably would have still sold fine. He would have sold a bunch of them, but he didn't. He wanted to make that stand of saying, hey, I'm going to cut my price down a little bit. I'm also going to deliver, a vehicle at 1/12 scale at this ballpark of a price. He's trying to make a statement, and I can at least respect that statement that he's trying to do. And everybody needs to follow suit. Yeah. Don't do the Super 7 route. There's no reason to do that route. Right. If it's your packaging that's making it be expensive, then go to blisters or something. Like, exactly. But that's what I guess I was meaning, like with the Hasbros, the Mattels, these big tyrant companies, those are the ones I feel like are going to just eventually die. And then it's all these new companies, these people that have the passion, they love what they're doing. And
it'll be rinse and repeat with them too, because eventually they're going to get too big for their britches. And they're going to start going down the same path. And then, rinse and repeat. But if, I don't know, what I worry about is when we age out, when we die, when these generations die. Kids now don't care about toys or any of this stuff.
I mean, a lot of that comes from us. I have an 8-year-old son. Some of us have kids. Are we instilling the act of play with our children? My son's at a point where he's still excited for toys. Like he loves playing with his wrestling figures. He loves AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura. So we get him a new one every year for his birthday or Christmas, and he loves it. I know eventually there's going to be a girl or someone that's going to come across, and then like AJ Styles becomes like an afterthought. But like as adults with kids that are like, so we're becoming a dying breed. We have to bring that legacy down to our children. Like they are what's going to keep it alive. And if we don't give that to them, then it will die with us.
That's the crazy thing. I have an 8-year-old as well, and I've tried. I was like, dude, I will buy you any action figure you want. And he's picked some, but then he doesn't touch them. Like he's not into it. He's more into like Roblox and stuff like that.
Hey, they got Roblox action figures, man. I just bought my son.
He'll ask me for those, but it's just because it comes with a code that he can get something free in the game. So, yeah.
It's also, if you think about when we were growing up, like toys, it was plentiful. There's a lot. There wasn't as many restrictions. You had like the goofy, gross stuff for the boys and all that type of stuff. Mm-hmm. And you had, if you had siblings or friends, you would have those battles. Like I remember to this day, dividing my room up and having a G.I. Joe battle against my brother, his figures versus mine, or me and my friends, we were collecting the military micro machines, and there's 3 of us. We'd divide and conquer in a sense. We'd set up all our stuff and, be attacking each other. It's like, that's really, I think, what can bring the toys back into the kids, taking that time. Kids aren't playing in sandboxes. No. They aren't getting out there building up like crazy castles with tombs and losing a Sergeant Slaughter buried in a sandbox like I did. I buried a while.
I was impressed that my son was jumping on the trampoline that we have in our backyard.
See, there you go. Like you got to get down there. Like, it depends on, having the time to spend time with the kids, or just making sure that, they're not hanging out with the kids that are face first in a tablet. Like, come on, man. Like, go dig up the yard, get it muddy, and start tossing some toys in there and be like, dude, just start having fun.
Whoa. Hold the fuck on. Nope, not my yard.
Right.
Yeah. My goddamn yard.
No, my kid.
You better mow that bitch first.
But as a kid, man, you get that hose, you stick it underneath like some like pavers or something, you get it, the water all going, you just start like it's.
Yeah, but then I didn't have to mow the yard. I didn't care. Like now, that's my yard.
Well, then you just sort of work around it. Just tell them if they dig it up, they just got to put it back.
Have you met my
son?
You
know how hard it is to grow grass in areas where it's been torn out.
I mean,
I've been fighting the hole my son dug in the yard for a year now.
My dog has destroyed my backyard.
Yeah, dogs are hard on the yard.
So you just do what I do. Just have weeds for your yard. Don't even have grass.
Yeah, see, I live in a township. They send me like semi-monthly letters like, you need to cut your yard, or these.
Well, you can still cut the weeds, and it looks green. It's just not grass. It's weeds.
Yeah, I remember I blew my lawn clippings into the road and got a note from our HOA that said, we're going to fine you if you do that again. I'm like, how do you like? I'm sitting there looking at my neighbors like, which one of you bitches snitched me out?
Yeah, exactly. Like, do you see your yard right now? You want to talk about my yard?
Yeah.
Just go take a dump in their yard, man. Just each one of them. Just go out there one morning and just drop one.
I mean,
drive your car through it.
I'll just blame the dog. Like, yeah,
go buckshot their car.
My dog got loose. Sorry, he pooped in your yard. It was me.
There you go.
Well, do you want to bang through these last chats and we'll release these gentlemen back into the wild? We'll do this super quick, guys. No offense to the chat. We love you all.
We got here. So
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I could go into so many questions about that.
Yeah,
statements that I'd be like,
as long as the balls don't touch, no eye contact. You can't have any eye contact.
No, you can't have eye contact. No.
Then I think you're okay.
That's the next episode of Largo's Lair right here.
What if
Jim will be there?
But what if it's 3 dudes though?
Don't look him in the eye.
Yeah, I mean, you just can't make eye contact. Once you make contact,
it depends on if you're pitching or catching too. So I mean, come on.
Like now the show has totally gone.
I know. We're gonna get canceled.
Judge is surprised that Josh is still awake.
Yeah, me too.
Me too. But,
He
you know,
did
hey,
not
we're
turn
glad
into a pumpkin.
you're hanging in there.
I'm getting there.
It's the fancy
Also, he
shirt.
says, "Truth hurts. Toy collecting will die, and if you think anything you collect to be worth anything in 10 years, you're delusional." I mean, that just turns into the vintage conversation. It turns vintage.
Yeah.
But no, he's saying that eventually there's not going to be people that are interested in even wanting to buy the vintage stuff.
Everything comes full circle at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at Pokemon cards. Jeez.
Yeah.
I gave a whole binder away to a friend of mine. They were like first set, second set, and I was like, "Here you go, you just have them." I was like, "Damn, I just gave
And
him a
now
lot of
he's
money."
retiring.
He's like, I'm cashing these bitches in on
He
eBay.
probably is. He's like, I got a yacht now, and
High Articulate says most collectors have money to buy toys, but the budget doesn't change just because there are more toys or the prices go up. I mean, that's
Which means fewer.
And then hold on, before you get to that, I just want to pull this up. Yes, you're coming here next week, sir. It doesn't matter if we're getting canceled or not. All right, carry on. Carry on, Aaron. I'm sorry.
Just hang out backstage all night.
Stuck with us now.
crap.
No, that's
messed me
right
up
one.
now.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I know.
probably. I can see that.
Kids today will just gravitate to toy lines and stuff that they liked when they were young, like Fortnite and other. I mean,
there you go. So buy a bunch of Fortnite and Roblox figures, and store them
That's
up.
where the money's
Yeah,
at.
right now,
Judd.
yeah, but I mean, like their Fortnite was our GI Joe, TMNT, Voltron, Transformers. I mean, things will evolve. I get that, but eventually, at some point, after even to say Fortnite and Roblox, there's gonna be Transformers again. They may not be like the Transformers like we know it. Maybe it's something different. They're doing Beast ones now. I didn't have no Beast Transformers when I was a kid. Or
They
maybe I
had
did.
Beast
I don't remember
ones.
it.
They had
2000s,
Beast
man.
Wars.
Yeah,
Okay, I
these
said
are
I don't
in the
remember.
90s.
Do you see? Do you see what I'm? Okay, I've
All
had
right,
a lot of
well,
those
this
in my
is-
time.
This is the Beast Wars is the full circle, man. Some of
Yeah,
those that they're
this is
releasing are
CGI.
reissues of stuff.
And the kids are hyped on AWOC. Finally, we
Yeah,
need more
see?
AWOCs.
Yeah.
They still need to fix the issue.
What's the issue?
So, I love these figures. They're great. He needs a damn forearm swivel because if I move his wrist and all that stuff around, his armor stays in place and it doesn't look right.
I remember you were at a show a few weeks ago where you were going on about that. You
that's-
guys actually
that's-
debated about that.
That was my biggest gripe, or at least have the armor rotate, but it's molded to that position, so it's like I can't really shift it around to have it follow. So
It's a fair complaint. And maybe Jason listens. Jason's out in the community.
but these figures are fun though. Straight out of the package, they're able to bend and move, and I'll be definitely getting Blight from helladopetoys and any other ones I can get a hold of.
Yeah,
I got Blight and
maybe
Lexion.
maybe
So
series.
are you
3
guys
will
getting
pop
the
up.
ones for like the board games stuff ones?
Is unknown
The
yet.
fifth?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but also, Josh, I am dying to get that Wave 2 to you because, again, oldest pre-order we have.
Oh,
From
yeah.
back, the first pre-order we
They'll
have
get here.
and the oldest pre-order we have. And I would love to just knock that
Yep.
one off the list.
I mean, also I
good.
heard a small rumor maybe Series 3 might show up tonight at 3 a.m. I don't know. We'll see.
Wait, what?
Oh, yeah. Well, maybe you have to check the website.
I feel like you're lying on that one.
Excuse me?
I was like, when is anything early when it comes to AWOC?
Oh, I'm not talking about arriving in general. I'm just saying that they'll go up.
Maybe
you
they'll
know,
appear.
Okay.
they may you gotta listen.
See,
Yeah,
I
we
have to
don't,
drop
even have,
little-
we don't have a Wave 2 yet.
Yeah.
because I was gonna say, like, he was talking about Wave 3. I was like, wait, what?
Maybe I know something that y'all don't know. I don't know.
You got Art excited.
I was like, no way.
No, wave 2 should be landing by the end of the month.
I think end of the month.
So.
Cool. Well, what do you guys want to promote?
Art's Grinder page.
My OnlyFans. It's called Farts with Arts.
Oh, that's a good name.
I just put paint on my
Yeah.
butthole and I just fart on the
Don't let him
paper.
lie to you. It's called
But
good
I'm subbing
idea,
for you.
actually. Hold on, I'm getting on that.
Right, subbing right now.
But no, you know, definitely check out my channel, Unboxing Art. I do reviews and stuff. And then I have my live stream, State of the Art, every Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. And then you make sure to go show some love to Coxcreate on Instagram. I'm just talking for you, Josh. Like,
Okay.
you know, so Coxcreate on Instagram, go check him out. And Toy Talk, he is on Toy Talk every Mondays at
8:30.
Yeah, there you go. 8:30. I was gonna say 9. So I wanted to be accurate. But yeah, go check them out, show some love. And you guys will also love the other people at Toy Talk. You know, some great figure photographers as well, and they just have that good personality, and all of them just awesome people. You know, willing to help each other. If you have questions on figure photography, I've never met some of the nicest people. They're just like, hey, I'll be like, I don't know what I should do with this lighting or this or that, and they'll just help you. They aren't going to be, well, you need to go subscribe to my Patreon and then you'll learn how to. No.
Yes,
That's a thing. I'm gonna start doing that.
So yeah, it's a thing. Remember that one guy, he was complaining that he had to work one day at his real job, you know, because
Yeah.
Josh, I know he just promoted most of your stuff. Do you have anything to add to that?
No.
Perfect. Perfect. Aaron, what do you got?
You know, you can catch us on all the usual spots, the Instagrams, the Twitters, the YouTubes, the TikToks. Also check the page daily or semi-daily. We're popping fresh stuff up every couple days. Some new Black series just went up. Some SH figure arts just went up. You know, just keep checking stuff. You know, Hella Dope Toys. Make that the name that you want to.
That's what Art's doing right now.
I am actually.
Yeah.
Well, I'm Ted DarkClaw. You know, follow us on the socials or whatever, like he just said. Also, if you go to our website, there is a place to sign up for a mailing list where you can get emails from us in regards to the hotness coming out. That way, you don't have to check the site every day, just 6 out of the 7 days. And you can get alerts on the hotness. On top of that, some packages may or may not have landed, and some pre-orders are going to come out. Not Street Fighter pre-orders, but some other stuff. So some of you might be receiving some emails tomorrow saying your hotness is on the way.
Where's my wave 3 at, Ted? No.
Check your email.
And yeah, other than that, Hella Dope Toys, man. We ship everything in stock in one business day because we love y'all, and I have anxiety, and we don't want to hold your money, man. It's hot potato. You throw us money, we throw you the toy right back because I don't want to hold your money. Here, take the toy. Take it. That's how we work.
And a beer.
And
a beer.
you know, if you ever want to race us against another toy store, I'm down to see the results. I'm up for that challenge.
I don't think there would be. Yeah, I think you got everybody beat. Anybody that I've ever ordered from.
We'll see. We'll see. Everyone's pre-ordering right now. I don't get a chance to flex these guns. But next week we're gonna go ahead, Aaron.
No, I just wanted to throw on real quick. If there is something particular that you guys are looking for or haven't found, shoot us an email, helladopetoys.com or helladopetoys@gmail.com, or find us on Instagram. We'll find it for you. Like that's our thing. We want to make sure that you get what you're looking for. So particular toy lines. I know we've had a couple questions about McFarlane. It's a gray area that we dance on. But if that's what the people want, that's what the people will get. But yeah, just reach out to us. We will see what we can do with finding what you need.
So next week we're gonna have Highly Articulated and Brick Something on, same time, same channel, and then you can check these two fine fellas out this Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Go watch their show. It's an amazing show. One of my favorites of the week. When people ask me, what do I watch? I'm watching Unboxing Art's channel, State of the Art, every Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Love you all. See you all next week.